Hello. Welcome back from our brief hiatus. We are going to be doing episode 9 of Rise of the Star Lords, which I have titled Trauma.
Still ominous. Still ominous.
Well, hopefully I managed to make it ominous. When last we left off, the group had managed to make their way through the Nettlewood, and to Thistletop itself, they staged an attack on the Goblin compound, managed to hold the bridge and slay some guards, and make their way into a trophy room, wherein they found a kind of cool no-qual star knife, the wings of Amigo, which Artania took a nibble on and spun itself a psychedelic cocoon, and now it's just a lump in its little pet carrier. And then we heard the pitter-patter of little goblin feets, and I think that's about where we left off.
Oh gosh, goblin feeds.
And joining us for this evening is the... What was that, Leif?
Hopefully they're not attached to goblins. But
well, yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Won't be for too long. I mean, I hope they are attached to goblins. Can you imagine? I'm sorry to interrupt again, Jet, but can you imagine what a horror show that would be if they weren't attached to goblins, but they were goblin feet, Leif? I want them attached to goblins. I don't want to see goblin feet on humans.
You got me there. I can't really argue that one.
Sounds was even less horrific.
I could try. Like I feel like I missed out not being in some sort of debate club, but like, I don't think I'd win.
I just saw an opportunity for a goof and I took it.
Yeah, no worries. So joining us is the usual crew plus a pupper. The pupper is Pepper, and I'm going to go in my usual order now. We've got Leif bringing Ava, and our icebreaker this week is, if you could rid the universe of one thing, what would it be and why? What would this thing be for Ava?
Well, some of you might have a guess, but your guess would be wrong. It's people who don't pack it in, pack it out. You leave trash behind, Ava will analyze that trash, find out who it belongs to, and make sure it's pinned to your door with, like, a goblin scalp attached or something.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, don't litter. Don't be a fool.
All right. Next up,
Ava will destroy you.
Yeah. Next up is Finn, brought to us by Lapis. Same question.
So if Finn could get rid of one thing, it would probably be cults and religions that prey on people's hope to make them do less than ethical things. He specifically got one cult in general that he doesn't like, but he's not a fan of anybody that takes advantage of weak or desperate people.
Makes sense. All right. Jacinto, brought to us by Tom.
Hello. So I thought really long and hard about this one. Jacinto's at peace with a lot of things. He's a very wise little flower. I could go into the whole cliche, without the light there, or without the dark, there can be no light kind of thing. But really, I think that Jacinto would probably do away with, I don't know, like termites, because like they ruin the structural integrity of like so many beautiful wooden structures and stuff like that, and natural and otherwise. So I don't know. Jacinto has a hard time wishing anything gone, except like immediate evil that is in front of him.
And last but most definitely not least, we have Lahan, brought by Nick. And what's Nick's thing? Or not Nick,
Oh,
Lahan.
this one,
What's
one was
Nick's
easy.
thing and what's
We're gonna
Lahan's
wipe out
thing?
one thing, just remove it from the world, no consequences. The Hagen Scarnettis. Duh.
There you go.
Problem solved.
By Scarnettis.
Jeez.
Nice.
You
All
asked.
right. Hey, I'm
You
I
wanted
fe-
me to
I ought-
surprise them, and now I do.
fair enough. I'm almost surprised no one was like Aldern Foxglove. He's super creepy.
No,
Oh, you know,
Nah.
that would also be a good choice.
I don't know.
There's so many
keeping
worse
an eye on
things
him.
than creeps. Like, I mean, creeps are bad, but like, you know, all you really need for them is a good, just like one in the nose, or like, you know, a restraining order, and
You know, Foxglove puts himself in awfully dangerous situations. He'll probably off himself eventually. Sort of a waste of a perfectly good wish.
Fair enough. All right. So let's hop on back in. Let's zoom back into this trophy room as you are just now, I believe, Jacinto should be inside there. Just now, Lahan, I believe, if I remember correctly, was helping stuff the cocoon back in your backpack pet carrier, and you heard the sounds of little goblin feets. And we need to do
Yes.
initiative.
I had a feeling you would say that.
How what? No way.
Now, I should take this time to mention, in the chat above, it seems that I typed this to remind myself. Thanks, Past Tom. Finn, you have 1 minute left of Defrex Hardiness, which is,
Nice.
for a refresher for all you listeners at home, DR3 and effectively Thorns 3, which deals 3 piercing damage lashback when you are
Yeah.
struck in melee.
That's been being really nice, actually.
Very helpful. Jacinto's all about that preemptive healing. Or damage prevention, I suppose.
I was going to say
The best way to be a healer.
Yeah,
damage prevention is the best kind of healing.
exactly.
I'm a healer. What do? I run up and I stab people so hard they die and can't do damage.
I'm working on that healer, in fact.
That's not quite preventative healing.
I've
but,
got a
you know.
bunch of character irons in the fire.
All right.
Gosh, that's a lot of initiative, Jet.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right. Gotta find my token so I can click on it.
Got Lahan, got
Wrong.
Ava,
You're
got
about to have me.
Jacinto. Yep.
I'm just, I forgot to open my actual, personal Roll20. I only had the stream Roll20 open.
Yeah,
Slacking.
that'll happen.
Yeah.
Slack in.
The worst.
Slack in where?
Gosh dang it.
Nowhere. We're done with Slack for the day.
Okay.
No more Slack.
No more Slack.
No more work.
All right.
My entire map is
So it
blue
looks
Come on,
like-
for some
Slack,
reason.
get off.
Looks like we've got all of our initiative rolled, and it is. What happens is, wow. Draw a blank on the name. Your spider friend,
Artania.
Artania, is stuffed into your backpack, and as that happens, you hear the pitter-patter of goblin feet, and you all look up and you see goblins burst around the corner, and you see this one skid to a stop, whip up its goblin junk laser, and fire at probably what it's going to consider the weakest target, I imagine, Jacinto. Because you're standing there surprised with something weird hanging out of your backpack, not quite paying attention.
That is a fair estimate.
Why? Okay, roll that. Roll that, beautiful. An 8 will miss you. That's a natural one. Which, this is a junk laser. I need to look up the rules on that because I feel like bad
Yes!
things happen.
I'm pretty sure it explodes.
When they
and
roll
he
a
dies.
one, yeah.
Uh,
I don't think they die. I think he gets an engineering check to fix it.
it's a DC 18
Yeah.
engineering engineering chick. It turns into a chicken.
Cheap.
Failure means it explodes in 1d3 -1 rounds, functioning as a concussion grenade. Oh my! Oh my! And I think I made these
Oh,
guys Oh, these guys are not good at engineering because I tweaked some of their skill loadouts. I need to roll a natural 18.
Go, goblin, go!
I rolled a 3. Oh,
It's the
so
first
now
time
I
I think I've
gotta
ever
roll
seen one explode.
But nobody knows it's going to
It's what-
explode.
Oh,
so.
this is so exciting.
Slash
We don't know.
roll 1d3 -1. So 1 round. 1 round.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
is this junk
Well, we
laser
don't know it's gonna explode.
looking sparky or boomy at all, or is it just junk lasering along?
He slides around the corner, draws the bead on his Cinto, cackles gleefully, pulls the trigger, and then there's a puff of smoke and sparks, and then they're just shaking the gun and like whacking it on the wall behind them.
That should do it.
Ava just laughs, like not full on laughs, but like lets out a bit of a smirk. She's seen this happen more than a couple of times, and it's pretty humorous when it does happen.
This next goblin here, this one that one, it's not actually moving. I didn't point and click. That goblin there tries to do the same thing. Let's see if they succeed at not blowing up. Oh, nice. 22 to hit EAC.
Me?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me? Yeah, that hits.
I don't know. It's just a habit I've had.
Oh no, I mean it's a good. I'm just giving you guff.
4 fire damage to your EAC.
Ouch.
This weird, poorly contained blast of coherent light darts out, pulses out of the end of that gun as the gun sparks, and it just hits you in the chest. And it is Lahan's turn to react. This goblin right here should be in the hallway. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to track this goblin here since I don't know he's going to explode. And shoot him with... Wait, that's my numbing beam. I want the rail gun.
Poor goblin, smacking his gun against the wall. Lahan's like, that one. That's the one I need to shoot.
I mean,
Let's kick him while he's down.
That will
vulnerable
miss, though.
to attacks, but I miss. Probably because he was busy smacking his head against the wall,
Yep, that does miss. And you used your move action. Do you have a swift or anything?
Nope, that's it.
Nice. Next up is the goblin that I moved out of the way because they shouldn't have been there yet. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hey, let's be foolish and run up to Finn and try and stab Finn.
Nice.
I mean,
with
goblin.
Come at me.
Yeah. Although this one is not sporting a dog slicer. This one is wielding another inferno knife.
Oh.
Everything went quiet.
Does a 17
hang on, hang on.
AAC.
There we go. Sorry, my volume went down. How much do you roll?
Does a 17 hit your KAC?
Yes.
Okay, so you take 6 slashing damage.
All right. And, so I've got DR3, and he also gets some damage because he's hitting me.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe he takes 3.
Yeah. We both get 3.
Correct. I love Defrex hardiness.
No, that's a good one.
Super
digging it.
good spell. I'd love to play a mystic that just doesn't wear armor, has a huge constitution, and just crawls. Just get in the middle of it. That'd be fun.
That's definitely a build. I'm sure that's out there with the wrecking
Yeah,
fists.
I've done that before. I mean, not specifically that, but mystics on the front lines are a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
It is now Finn's chance to respond to that slash from that goblin with its bleeding hand as those Defrex spines scored it.
I'm going to take a second to photon attune. And then since he came to me, I want to full-on attack him.
Yeah.
No.
Ah.
It just tried to. It just stabbed you. It's not that bad.
So
Maybe it just needs a hug.
he stabs me, nicks his hand up.
I don't think that's true.
Draw my hand into a fist, my gauntlet forming around it, while little sparks of light start to manifest in the middle of it. And I make a full-on attack against that goblin in front of me, probably miss him both times. 7 and 13.
The second will hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh wait,
12.
no, I
Oh.
was looking at the wrong AC. That's not an that's not an EAC you're targeting.
Ugh.
You guys are wearing slightly better armor than your
Oh,
standard
we've actually got
goblin.
2 rerolls right there
Bummer.
already. Can I steal a reroll on my second
You
one?
do.
Does anybody care?
Do you want to use one?
I don't see any reason to start using them right off the bat here on a basic goblin.
Okay.
Leaf has a point.
I mean, we usually end up having things expire near the end, though, because you guys are all like, let's save everything. But okay.
That
we'll use
is
them up.
also true.
Next one, initiative.
We'll make a point of it this
Them
time.
up. People might want to buy you more.
This is also
true.
true. A little bird
A lot of
told me
truth.
today
All right,
that
I've
they
got
have
another-
a bunch of nat 20s for us. All we have
Oh
to-
wow.
No, and I've got a bunch of points
All right,
saved up,
well-
too. I've almost got enough for a 20.
I've got another goblin. It's going to run forward and it's going to step up here and try and stab Jacinto.
No.
Rude.
13 versus your KAC.
Missed it by 2.
It's your turn to respond to that as you narrowly
You win.
stumble out of the way of that inferno knife. And I assume stumble because you're currently slightly overbalanced by this cocoon.
Yeah, Jacinto's gonna sort of stumble backwards, put his back up to this wall here, and he weighs his options.
How
I've-
much do they weigh?
They're pretty heavy.
3 bulk.
Yeah, 3 bulk of options. He is
Options.
going to try and slap this thing with a telekinetic projectile, I think. But that is only an 8 to hit. So sadly, that is going to be a miss.
You and that telekinetic projectile.
Yeah. I don't have anything better. Man, cantrips are not what they are in Pathfinder 2, I tell you what.
I almost feel like you would do better if there was a damaging cantrip that was just like save or suck. Like you make me roll the
Oh, yeah,
dice.
because my save DCs are crazy.
And now it's Ava's chance to respond to all this shenanigans.
Oh boy!
And I will say this. I know you've got some goblins close to you. I don't know if you're inclined to go after the goblins further away, but I feel like Ava has enough experience, much like you said earlier, that she recognizes that that goblin is in for a world of hurt in a moment.
Yeah, no, there's goblins right up close too. So Ava's gonna go ahead and just utilize the dual hand axes that she's got out, and she's gonna make a full attack against that goblin in front of her.
Go, Ava, go.
Go, Ava, go. Wait, why am I saying that? No, Ava, no.
10 probably misses KAC, but I bet a 19 hits for 9
Yes.
damage.
Which one did you attack?
Got one
I
direct in
apologize.
front of Ava.
Okay, so 9 damage as you
Nice.
throw a tactical hand axe, it looks like. Sorry, Judy was
yes.
distracting me.
Oh, you're good. And we're going to do this. 1d8 to see which direction the knife goes. Or the hand axe goes. It's going to actually bounce this way.
So,
And I don't
like,
need to really roll a d4. It's probably just going to end up, roughly there. Because it'll hit the wall.
Mm.
all right. That's Ava's turn. It's now I've
That
got
is
so
Ava's
many
turn.
goblins. Yeah. So many goblins.
So many goblins.
You don't have to give them turns. That's
Oh, I
fine.
do. I
Come on.
definitely do.
No, we want more of them to
But
get
I
out,
do.
so the pistol explodes and gets
I-
all of them.
I feel like just because it's probably kind of funny, this goblin runs forward and grabs that hand axe.
Oh, oh no, it did not. Oh, it is going. It's
in
so dead.
trouble
Oh
now.
no.
You're littering, Ava. He's picking up your
I'm going to
trash.
give it the lightning bolt. I'm going to give it the lightning bolt because it now has your thunder.
He's picking up your trash for you. He's being inconsiderate, Gabo.
Yeah,
That is
didn't
not
you
how
say
that works.
you wanted to get rid of trash in the world?
I said people who don't pack it in, pack what I said. Ava always packs it back out. You know, but sometimes you gotta throw your trash at a goblin before you go and pack it out. Just saying.
Huh?
Hey, this goblin rolls around the corner, tries to do a cool like tuck and roll maneuver, and comes up with his junk laser facing forward and attempts to blast Finn over the shoulder of its companion.
Okay.
How rude.
Come at me, bruh.
It will definitely miss with a 14 versus your AC.
Actually, why is that so low? I feel like I got better armor than that. I guess that hits, but I need to check what armor my thing is calculating.
I know you got an armor where your KAC is significantly higher than your EAC.
Oh, heck, I didn't mean to click that.
Because I think it's +6 to your KAC, +3 to your EAC, and I don't. That,
oh yeah,
so
well
that actually
then my
might be
EAC is
right.
13. Yeah, he hits me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
that's
that hits.
And
For
Finn doesn't have any
3 fire
like a
damage.
dex, so
I got con.
Yeah. Because Solarians are crazy mad.
I got con. It's okay.
Ghost just informed us that your stream roll 20 is on settings instead of chat
Oh, let me fix that.
Thank you, Ghost.
for people that want to see rolls. Thank you, Ghost.
Oh, that means it's switched.
Yeah. So
Wait, which one is it picking up then?
Oh.
so that was that one. I got another one up. This one here is going to. Got so many of them.
What the heck?
Gonna
Oh.
run right over here and
does.
Explode.
it's going to attempt to stab Lahan.
Rude.
I mean, it is a goblin. And it got a natural 19 for a total of 25 to hit.
Oh, I think that's gonna hit. Yeah.
4 slashing damage.
How rude.
I wanted to set you on fire with that Inferno knife, but no dice.
No fire.
It was close.
And I got one more goblin. Oh, nope. Oh, why did the goblin do that?
Wants to die. Obviously. I mean, it came after us.
Grew to giant proportions on accident.
It casts enlarge on itself.
Oh, it looks like my Roll20 is not moving again on the stream for some reason.
Goblins allowed to do that? I don't think they're allowed to do that.
Goblinistics, maybe.
Stop giving him ideas.
And we are back around to the goblin with the grenade in his hand.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Let's read.
You ready to make
what's
like
happening.
5?
So it's a
reflex
20-foot radius, guys and gals.
crap.
And
Oh no, this is such a small space.
so
Oh boy.
that gets everybody in this room.
Oh no. All right.
It is a so DC 10. I believe it's a reflex save.
Should be. Most grenades
Be
are.
reflexed.
I got a 23.
I didn't
gotta
need a
make-
20 on that,
Crushed
thanks.
I've got to make so many reflex saves, y'all. Just one.
You can just make one for all of them.
Ava utilizes that 23 reflex save to like, just like spin out of the way and kind of like do a somersault cartwheel and dodge the shrapnel, but somehow manage to stay in that square.
Finn does the opposite of whatever that is.
Tom, can you do me a favor? Can you keep track?
Yeah.
I have one that has failed out of 4 that I have rolled. Okay. 5 succeeded, 6 succeeded, 7 failed, 8 succeeded. So I've had 2 failed.
5. You had. 8 succeeded. You said.
I was just doing the number. 2 out of 8 failed is what's happening.
Okay. Glad I
And
could
now
help.
I gotta. Sorry, I needed help for a second. Then my brain did a mental, I don't know, jujitsu and figured out what I needed to do.
Nice.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
7 damage. I'm gonna say the guy holding it fails.
Do we take half if we succeeded that DC 10?
I believe so because it's a concussion grenade and it does
Yeah.
not say save for nothing.
Oh, if it's a concussion grenade, then it might have an extra effect too.
Well, let me look up.
I'll look it up while you do.
You want to?
Yeah.
Cool.
Someone give Tom a nat 20. Helping
Why?
the GM.
Oh, well, thanks. Concussion grenade. I don't see a concussion grenade in core rulebook. Let's look it up.
Must be an armory or something.
Yeah. That is not a grenade in Starfinder.
Huh.
No.
Weird.
Oh, because it's a Pathfinder.
I feel like it is.
No? Yeah, because junk lasers.
Well, it says the
are
gun
Starfinder.
explodes functioning as a concussion grenade, Mark 1.
Oh, and it's from the
let
me
Space
get-
Goblin, so it must be, maybe it's in
Alien Archive.
Alien Archive, yeah.
Well,
Starfinder, Space Goblin. Okay. Functioning, and it gives the stats here. 1d8 bludgeoning, DC 10. That is it. My apologies. I thought concussion, and I was like, oh, maybe they'll be like stunned or something.
What is it?
1d8 bludgeoning damage. So it's you're taking 7. It looks like because
Yeah, I
the DC
did
was
that.
10. Okay,
yep.
cool.
And then
And that's all.
Everyone else took 3. All right. How did you all fare? Okay, super good. It looks like. Yep, super good.
Yeah, I should still take my half though.
Apologies for running away. My doctor was calling. How much damage do we take?
You're taking half
if
of
you
7.
failed, which you, yeah, so 3.
That's 1 point of hit point damage, and Ava.
Oh, wait, I've got DR.
pissed.
Heck, I forgot that.
Oh yeah,
You
I get
yeah.
3 back.
And the grenade takes
All
3
right.
points of piercing damage.
Yeah,
for hitting
grenade.
you. Take that, junk laser.
You shoot a quill out like Marrow from the X-Men. That would be terrifying if Dephyrexide did ranged attacks, not just melee.
Oh gosh.
True.
Yeah. So that gun exploded, and they're gonna stare at their hand and just hold the wrist and scream. Technically, they have all their actions and stuff, but I like the idea of their hand probably being a mangled mess and them screaming like they were playing with fireworks. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. All right.
Next up is this other goblin that got pretty beat up by that explosion, and it's gonna glare at its friend and then try and shoot Finn over its companion's shoulders.
Hi, Judy.
12 versus EAC, which I assume will miss.
12 misses. 13 is the magic number.
Ha!
The mad number.
She was shyly asking for ice cream.
That is the best way to do it if you want to actually get it.
All right, that goblin went. Lahan, you have a goblin next to you that tried to stab you. I don't think it did stab you.
It did stab me. Very rudely.
Oh, it did.
I shift into this corner, and I shoot it with a railgun. Oh, let me uncheck my combat tracking. That's not going to be a thing on this one. Railgun. Just one, please. And magic roll 20. I crit fail.
Do you want to take a
You can take a
reroll?
reroll. We've got rerolls.
No.
We've got 2 of them.
I mean, we do.
Yeah.
But they're such low-level goblins, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of them, though.
Yeah, that's
There are-
it's a
Here, look.
roll of 20.
Here, look. We've got another reroll now.
That-
Here's a reroll. We've got 3 of
That's
them.
true. Okay.
And a
okay.
nat 20.
All right. We'll roll a d20.
Guys are just way too
That's
stingy with your rerolls.
That will super hit for 7 damage.
Yep, 7.
It looks
piercing damage.
grievously wounded as you fracture some ribs because you hit it center.
Fracture
mass. Yeah, I can't talk today.
Attack that guy.
This should be a new voice
Heck,
that I
that
do
guy.
for an NPC.
I think you'll regret it pretty quickly.
Yes, I will. This goblin in front of Finn with the Inferno knife is going to go wild and do a multi-attack, a full attack.
Nice. Get damaged twice.
Oh
if you
gosh,
hit
I
me.
hope these goblins don't have multi-attacks.
Well, man, those would be mean goblins, multi-attacks.
There. Oh, they changed it yet again. Wow, they keep working on their dice roller thing. So, a natural 1
No.
and a natural 7. So those will miss as it flails with that knife. Imagine if I had hit both times. You would have taken damage, but it would have died. It's your turn, Finn.
Almost want to give that goblin a reroll. So you're saying this one right in front of me looks real damaged?
All of them look pretty damaged. The one to your diagonally to your left looks worse off than the one in front of you, but the one in front of you also looks pretty bad.
All right. I can punch them both, can't I? Because the other one's within 5 foot of me, yeah?
So it's just the smaller
Yeah,
tokens
Yeah.
go up and to the left.
Cool. I'm going to photon a 2 for my second round. And then I'm going to full round attack. First one's going to go to diagonal dude. Second one's going to go into dude in front of me.
Oh, you're gonna blow everyone up again, aren't you?
Maybe.
Yes.
12 and an 18.
12 will miss, but you will completely splatter this goblin in front of you.
Nice.
And I am hearing an echo. I'm hearing my voice.
It probably means that I've got my volume up too loud. Let me turn you down low.
And it is this next goblin's turn, the one that looks the most wounded. It will look at you in terror with your fist through the torso of its companion, blood dripping off a fist / forearm
Darkness.
shaped darkness with a little bit of light making the blood dripping off your hand glow from within. You're a terror beast. Not as terrifying as the living genocide, but terrifying. And they will strike out at you in a flurry.
Good, good. Give in to your anger.
Do it.
Well, both
Strike
of those
me
will
down.
miss. Gosh, I can't talk today. Both of those will miss, bouncing off of your armor. Those Defrex spines just fouling their blade.
I wish you would stop missing the person I cast the damaging spell on.
It was super, super good last time. You
I'm
killed
trying to
some
get
things
hit.
with that. It's
I'm doing my
It's
best.
Jacinto's turn.
All right. So now at this point, Jacinto, I think. Yeah, you know what? Fine. Jacinto is going to spend a resolve point, and you all hear, all my allies hear the Song of the Spheres, now familiar to you,
Oh, nice.
sort of weaving its way into your consciousness.
I like that.
Everybody gets a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving throws against fear effects. That was my move action. And now, as my standard action, I am going to, you guessed it, telekinetic projectile into this thing here, to the west.
Get it.
That's a 16 to hit.
Nice.
Guess what, though? 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
I didn't see where you pointed. Was it this one?
I'm so sorry. It
Was
is
it
this
this
one to
one?
the west. Far west.
You would have killed the other one.
Well. I said what I
But-
said.
That's fine. You throw that rock and it bounces off of their face, and they're like, "Really, rock? Come on!"
Jacinto, huddles behind Ava.
And it's now Ava's turn to step forward, protecting their tiny friend.
Yes, who will indeed step forward, and as they do, draw I don't call it bedazzled. The bedazzled red star plasma Doshko, turning it on, and with
It's
a grin,
fabulous.
she just slices this guy that with an axe sticking out of his arm, just slices him long.
Oh yeah, you do. 11 damage will do a super murder.
Super
Oof.
murder.
You slice them long ways, and you do that slice, and it looks like nothing happened, and then it doesn't do the tiny drop of blood and then split like it usually does in the movies. It just sits there for a second and then splits, and each side is cooked and cauterized so it doesn't bleed out.
Just like a lightsaber.
And now it's the goblin with the hand axe's turn, and they're gonna bravely step forward and strike at Ava with her own weapon of war. Does a 17 will either just hit or miss? I can't remember.
17, it meets.
Meets?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
Uh,
I need to do a thing.
Hold on.
Song of the Spheres doesn't increase my my AC.
No.
So yeah, that hits.
All right. What's the damage on your hand axe? I forget.
It's 1d6.
D6. All right. Well, it's the same as the. Okay, take 3 slashing damage as she plunges. As they plunge your own weapon into your side.
Ouch.
What a jerk.
Ava snarls.
This goblin realizes who you are now, and their eyes go wide, and they just start spamming the trigger on their junk laser as they send a hail of fire at Ava.
Well, are they?
This goblin
Oh, they're not
right
next
here.
to Ava. Never
This
mind.
goblin
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
All right, so they. Except they probably don't actually get 5 shots off. But
Probably not. 15 versus EAC, and then 17 versus EAC.
15 meets.
All right,
oh,
so
snap!
take a total of 6 fire damage, but that's from 2 shots. So if you have DR or energy resistance or whatever, apply it twice.
One more time, how much?
A total of 6,
6.
but 2 hits. So if you have something that would mitigate some of that, you would apply it twice.
I do not.
Okay. Next up, it's this goblin that is Lahan's new nemesis. They look at Lahan, narrow their eyes, and they bellow defiantly.
You'll not take Skippy Bones down without a fight?
Voice.
And they're going to shoot at you one time. Well, actually, it should have been twice, but I rolled it once, and I'm going to keep it. That's 24 to hit you
Oh,
for
that'll hit.
3 fire damage. And then they will dance a jig.
Oh no, I'm out of stamina.
If you drop somebody, I can give you some stamina back.
Nice.
One of my goblins
I will
drops somebody.
attempt
Will you
to
give
do
them
so.
stamina?
Specifically, Skippy
Uh,
Bone.
I will not give you any stamina, Jed. I'm sorry.
Oh, jerk.
Lahan's the
Next
only
up
one who
is
can
this
receive it.
goblin. Oh, this goblin here gonna follow suit, much like their companion standing next to them, and just full attack at the Destroyer of Hope, the Living Genocide. One is a natural 19, the other is a natural 17, for a total between the two of 4 fire damage.
Ouch.
They're junk lasers, guys.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Death by 1,000 cigarette butts.
Eee.
That's actually sad. I don't like that thought. Please erase that from your memory banks, everybody.
I'll do my best.
All right. All right, baby? Okay. The goblin that doesn't have a junk laser and is kind of missing a hand is going to run this way. And this goblin right here is going to just fire a barrage at Ava, because why would they not? A 10 and a 9 total. We'll miss you. Just firing wildly over their companions, and it's Lahan's turn!
Well, I'm gonna combat track Skippy Bones, and I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
I feel bad because I think there's someone named Skippy Bones in one of the servers, and that was just the first
There
name
is.
that
In
jumped
our
in my
server.
head. Yeah, their name
See, I
jumped to
thought
my
that was on
head.
purpose.
It was not. It just is like it was the only name my brain would settle on.
That's okay. I'm sure Skippy would find it hilarious that I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Come on, Railgun. There we go. That's a 20 to hit.
You can
Piercing damage.
describe how you end Skippy Bones the goblin, the capering goblin.
Capering, huh?
Yeah, they were doing a jig.
But I,
You got a little quiet there.
Yeah. Oh, they're typing. Headset issues. Gotcha.
Okay.
That goblin is dead. It is Finn's turn. You've got a whole lot of dead goblins.
Yep, and I'm fully photon attuned now. As I finish that,
Oh no, I don't like that. Stop it.
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna take any attacks of opportunity that they might have, and I'm gonna explode in that corner. So anybody who's got a melee weapon out can swing at me that have moved through their territory.
So that is laser, melee weapon. The one with Ava's hand axe gets to swing.
Did I pass this square? Yeah, because I would have had to go right here. Yes. Yep, that's the only path. Get me.
Pretty sure.
I hope he hits me because then I'll take damage.
A 19 versus KAC for 5 slashing damage.
So I take 2 and he takes 3.
This is so messed up.
I think this is the most I've hit you with melee combat, like a melee goblin combatant, and it's with Ava's axe.
Something about Ava's weaponry.
All right, and now I'm gonna do my explosion.
And Finn, you are exploding.
Yep. Hang on, I get this.
And that's
Come on.
10-foot radius, correct?
It is. So I came to the corner.
Yeah, so it'll get everybody.
Yep.
It'll get all of the goblins.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's see if this works.
Beautiful.
I tried to build this, and I don't know if it's gonna work right. We're gonna see though.
Okay, 3
Looks
rounds opposed,
good to me.
instant,
Yeah.
range 10, damage 10. Okay, and the DC is 13, if I remember correctly.
10 plus half level plus charisma modifier.
Oh. So, what?
My charisma modifier is 2. Half my level would be 1 rounded down, so 13. Yeah.
Cool. So, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 living goblins. I'm going to start top right, go down, and then over. So, 21, 10. So this one dies. This one takes 5 and is on its last leg. This one takes 10 and dies. And then we've got the one wielding Ava's weapon that rolls an 11 and dies.
Oh my god. Just a wave of death takes these goblins out.
Nice.
There's one goblin standing. That's Finn's turn. It's now to Jacinto. You see one goblin standing, and you saw one goblin, the one with missing hand, run off.
Jacinto, if I
I mean-
might.
Yes. Oh. Yes,
if I
of course.
don't kill something, I'm going to be in bad shape.
Of course.
You're feeling
yeah, go ahead.
especially angry at the moment.
Yeah, go ahead, Ava. Jacinto delays.
We could also take
Still move up and attack.
a rest too.
24 to hit for 13 and just kind of cleave that goblin in half.
Yeah,
you definitely do a murder. You do a murder. You can describe that murder if you wish, or you can gloss over it.
Ava just, without any particular battle stance or anything, just kind of strides up in anger to this goblin, brandishes the doshko above her head, and just brings it down and slices it in half as it just kind of stares on in horror.
Sadly, I cannot encourage you, as I left the heart on you both last time because I already gave you my battle cry thing. So we got to take a 10-minute rest.
Yep.
Oh dear.
So, Ava, I opened up some doors because the goblins obviously didn't shut them, so you can see a little bit further than you could a moment ago, or you should be able to.
I can't.
So Ava, Jacinto is following Ava.
Oh, we're still in battle. My apologies. Right, because we had that one goblin. Do you all think it might be a good idea to take a rest? Ava looks pretty beat up.
What's
Kind
done
of
with
through
the
gritted
goblins?
teeth is like, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, if you're fine, let me just make sure. Twig arms, and you are going to take a Mystic Cure. And it is going to give you max healing of 13 healing. I am so good at my job.
Nice. You are really good at your job.
And that is Jacinto's turn.
Right. That goblin is very far away. You can follow them if you want, or you guys can choose to try and hole up somewhere and take a rest.
Oh, the goblins.
Ava's going to chase after the goblin.
Well, it's Lahani's turn
Sounds
next.
like we're going
Unless
after the
anybody
goblin.
stops
Then.
her.
All right, it's then
Yeah.
Lahan's turn. Yeah.
Lahan can't see any goblins,
Well,
but you did hear Finn saying that there was more goblins to
you ran
deal
up down the hall over here.
You did see one run down that hallway.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to delay. I'll probably jump in after Micah or Ava, Finn or Ava.
Okay.
All right. Take a free action to look at Ava. Are we going after him? Directed at Ava.
Get him.
All right. Let's see. How long is this hall? Oh, come on. Let me do the measure tool. Come on. Don't be a jerk. Oh, okay. I guess it just moved me.
No measure for you.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep, that's as far as I can move, actually. Nice. And I can't see anything.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I'll take another move, I think. I'm just going to double move. I'm going to go down this hallway next. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Probably got like. As a side note, you have, by my calculations, 6 rounds left of Defric's hardiness.
Nice.
Thank you for keeping track.
3 rounds for Supernova, and that's
25,
basically how I'm
30,
keeping
35,
track.
40. All right. So, bam. That's as far as I
Tracked by
can go.
number of experiences.
Hang out right here.
Yeah. You learn to track things in
And,
threes when you're a Solarian.
I also start photona tuning some more while doing that. My sparks that I just dissipated out start returning into my gauntlet.
Okay.
Is that a goblin standing in a pillar that I see in this room?
They are perched on top of pillars.
How dexterous.
Oh
They had
no!
time. They had time to prepare because they got a phone call. Remember?
Can I see the goblin on top of the pillar, or is he hidden?
No, they're not hidden. They're just
Okay.
up there in an elevated position.
Okay, cool. I dig it.
And it's Ava's turn unless Lahan wants to jump in.
Lahan will jump in. Which door did Finn go through? I missed it.
This way.
Yeah, you saw Finn run down the
this
hall.
way. Yeah.
I imagine that door is. Open?
It is. The
This
goblins
way?
left them open, he said.
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I thought you pinged this
Well,
one. As
no, I
well.
wasn't trying to ping that door. I was just trying to be like, it ran down this hallway. I was just trying to.
I was
ping
asking
the
where if Finn had gone through this door.
hallway. Oh, Finn went down the hallway this way.
Yeah, Finn
Okay.
just ran straight down the hall.
That's all. That's all Lahan would have been able to see. Other parts of the map are hidden from you, Nick.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I missed where he went. Well, I'll double move. Over here, I suppose.
Could also try one of them doors.
And that's it.
Yeah. Now you got to figure out if Finn went up or up the stairs.
There's stairs? Where?
Weren't the doors left open?
They were left
Yeah.
open, but this corner of this room, there's stairs.
Oh, okay.
We also have comm units. You could just like,
You could ask.
every suit of armor has comm units.
It is Ava's turn.
Ava's going to follow the shrieking sounds of goblins because I'm sure they're not being silent. Stop there in the doorway, and she is retrieving two more hand axes, her last two hand axes that she hasn't thrown. So she has two hand axes again.
Okay. Jacinto, it's your turn. You're surrounded by the charred and mutilated bodies of goblins, and you're all alone.
That's exactly where he wants to be.
This is grim. So Jacinto observes that and then is going to scoot past Lahan. How we doing, Lahan? All right. And move after Ava, seeing Ava at the end of this hallway, and then has another 10 feet because he has this movement, a land speed of 30, in spite of being a tiny plant man.
So
And-
You got those tentacles pulling you.
Yeah. Again, very Doc Ock from Spider-Man, just like sort of propelling himself
A
along
race
the ground.
of tiny Doc Ocks. It's kind of adorable.
Yeah. And not inherent. Yeah. All right. That was 2 moves. So that is my turn.
I was being a dumb. I got to add some people to initiative.
Oh, you don't have to. They could just sort of sit up there as target practice.
They really should join in.
No, it would be less
Oh.
fun if they don't get to attack. I'm a fan of adding them in.
I suppose we can put them in. You insist.
Gotta have some challenge.
Sure.
Well, I mean, this should be a challenge, seeing as how it's kind of the boss fight you ran right into.
What?
No!
Why would we do this to ourselves?
Curses!
We got this.
We should have taken a 10-minute rest.
What was
I have
wrong?
3 more heals left. Oh, this does mean I have a
Ava
reason to
wanted
use
to
my
chase
spell
him
gem,
down.
though.
That's
And it is in character.
I blame it.
It's exactly.
I do
what
blame
would
Ava
do.
for this.
and I'm just gonna do because a Jacinto was last in the order. I'm gonna do a sort at this point because I added these goblins and I don't want to do it manually. All right. So you see the one-handed Finn. You see the one-handed goblin on its knees in front of this red-ringed goblin here.
Okay.
And it's like crying and sort of gesturing over its shoulder with its one good arm, and it's trying. It sounds like it's probably warning them that there are intruders, and they're very, very dangerous and scary, and probably saying something specifically about the presence of Ava. And then Finn runs in and is behind that pillar, and this guy / gal, because I did not assign them a gender, is going to pull out a Doshko. It is rhymed in frost and lit with blue light, and they're going to ready themselves in front of what you presume to be their chief as they are sitting on a throne.
Sounds like an awfully nice weapon for a goblin.
This goblin, the one-armed goblin, is going to run over here. The next goblin is standing on top of a pillar, and it has some stuff. It's going to, let's see the radius on this. 5 feet. Let's see if I can hit. It's going to... Syntax error. What? Why is it
It's a weird thing for a goblin to do.
Wow.
It's going to freeze and just say syntax error.
Hero Lab has an error on flash grenades.
Oof.
But a 9 should hit there, which 5-foot radius would hit these squares. And I need to, come on, give me the info. I need you to make a, shoot. Flash grenade. Is it fortitude or reflex? It's been so long since I prepped and I forgot to double check the grenades.
Here, I can look it up real
Double-checking.
fast.
Grenades are reflex.
All of them are reflex?
All grenades are reflex.
Okay, make a reflex save, Finn. As the small object that's thrown, that's covered in space tape, hits the floor near you and then explodes in a flash of brilliant light.
Nice.
Keeping with the naming convention, that would be Spape, and I just don't approve of that.
All right.
I
Can I take
don't
one?
like
Yeah.
it.
That's all right.
Take No. Take a reflex. Take a reroll
Okay.
rather, because you don't want to be blind.
There we
4
go.
rounds? Are you sure? Oh, poops.
No, that's
Hell
a bad
yeah.
day. Don't do that.
That's a really bad day.
There we go.
Blind is like
Reroll.
everybody
Thank you for the
being
reroll.
invisible. And you know how
So
I
you
feel.
had
about
a
it.
bad
Saved my
day.
eyes.
And it's now Lahan's turn. Lahan, you saw a brilliant flash of light illuminate Ava, and then wink out.
That tracks. They found trouble. I'm not surprised. Not in the least. I move up past these two.
Oh, there's
Ooh.
I still take half damage though. How much
And
damage?
you're right, Ghost. Blinded by the light.
Jet. How much damage? I still take half damage.
It was just to blind you.
Flashbangs don't do damage.
Oh, it's not a flash grenade? I looked at flash grenades.
It does not do damage.
Flash grenade, it just lists damage. No damage, it's just blind.
Okay.
Cool. Is one of these goblins obviously in charge?
Probably the one sitting on the throne, but there is a slightly beefy goblin standing in front of him with a Doshko held defensively. And there's also a big, weird insect reptile hybrid sitting partially curled around the throne.
We should keep it as a
Curious.
pet.
Having seen the flashbang, I move to this far corner. Ah! And end my turn.
All right, Finn.
All right. A second.
I hear a pepper.
Yeah, she's in the back, yelling. That's what she does. I've got a straight line to this goblin in front of me. I think I'm gonna solar rush him.
Goblins, these three goblins here, they are on the
One straight in front of me, though.
tops of pillars.
The one straight in front of me.
That shouldn't be an issue.
This one, down here.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking
Yeah,
about?
one straight ahead of me. The one that's not on any pillar. The one straight by the throne. No, way across the room.
So on top of a pillar.
I want to bull rush it.
It's on top of a pillar.
The,
No, not that one. The other one.
oh, way across the.
Oh.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I didn't see. I did this one up here.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see a ring pop up. So when you were staying in front of you, thought you meant the pillar. So I was.
I don't know how to make
Yeah,
those
you've got
rings.
some real bad lag going on or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can do
okay.
as a standard action, I can light myself on fire and charge at somebody. And
Do
I
it.
can
That sounds awesome.
substitute the end of the bull rush for a melee attack.
Nice.
Come over here. Beer. And I'm going to try to hit him with my gauntlet. And he also gets a reflex save. Running up to him while on fire.
Okay. Roll good. It rolled a 19, so I think it made it. So it
It
takes
does.
half. But okay, let's roll that 2d6
So-
first because you might not
On it.
even need to attack. It's still alive.
Well, I'm going to punch him once.
Nice.
Oh no.
No, that was the bull
Oh, I
rush
can't punch him
happens instead of the attack at the end of the
lame.
charge.
Okay.
Correct.
'Cause
Could I
this one
ask
says
for
whether or not
spell
you
placement
succeed-
for you to take a guarded step?
Say what? For spell placement? Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
it's a standard action, so yeah, I do have another thing I can do. Yeah, I can take out a step over here.
If you could go one to your left.
Okay.
So if you want to do the 2d6 fire damage, you are attempting the bull rush. Is that what? How
I
I'm
guess.
supposed to read that?
I thought
That is
that
how
was just
Stellar
something that
Rush works.
happened.
Okay.
Whether or not I,
I mean that's
attacked or
good.
not, I
That's
didn't realize that
guaranteed
was a
some
thing.
damage, assuming they're not immune.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't realize it was an either or thing.
still good. Still solid damage. Nice.
Now I know for next time.
There's a goblin on top of this pillar, and it's gonna look down at you, Finn, and it's gonna drop a grenade.
Okay.
Rude.
And let's see. Okay, yeah, that definitely will hit the square immediately below it. So I need you to make a reflex saving throw, or possibly be blinded, as there's a brilliant flash of light.
14.
Ah, you made it.
Buy some sunglasses.
That was its standard. Oh, I forgot that I made these goblins a thing. These goblins at the tops of these pillars, this is... I apologize, I'm losing track of turns. Is this turn one still for the goblins, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This goblin is keeping track of turns for the goblins. Ah, no, don't go away. I need that. All of these three goblins on the pillars that have acted have started to emanate a red light.
Cool. How tall are those pillars, by the way?
About 15 feet.
Dang. tall ceilings.
It's a tall room. It's the throne room. And it's Jacinto's turn.
Had to find my way back to my Discord window. Sorry. All right.
And I got so excited, I forgot to even describe this room. But we'll do that when it rolls back to me.
We're distracted by goblins. It's fine.
Yeah. So I have a fun spell gem. It's a spell gem
Oh no!
that I found a while ago.
Oh no!
It's a certain spell that is very strong. Jacinto probably doesn't know quite what he's doing with this, but he's going to try anyway. So as he steps into this room, he knows his friends are worn out, and he's reassured by the fact that there's like 7 goblins in this room, that this is the right thing to do. So as he steps into this room, Jacinto pulls out a spell gem that's glowing blue inside, as if it has like a winter storm going on.
Oh no!
And he is going to drop Polar Vortex centered on this grid intersection here.
Okay.
It is
Nice.
a 20-foot radius. Now, that is just barely enough to, with starting snapping to grid, Finn is just out of the radius, which
Woo!
is very lucky, because this is a wild spell. I do need to make a caster level check in order to cast this spell, though. So because it's of a spell gem that is a higher level than myself, specifically, it's a 3rd level spell, so it is an 8. It's a level 8 spell gem, so I need to make a level 9 caster level check, is how it goes. So I need to not roll poorly on this d20.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
All right,
Oh,
so this was meant to be. So Jacinto sort of like holds the spell gem, and you see it glow and glow and glow, and then all of a sudden it bursts, and he like holds the energy in his hand, and then throws it over to that corner, and says, "I'm sorry if this hits you, Finn." And
I feel like the energy is shaped like a spinning snowflake that just like expands out to like the size of like a hubcap.
yeah.
Before it
And
goes-
then, yeah, it lands there, and it just everything goes quiet, and they are going to take some nasty damage at the start of each of their turns. Anybody who starts their turn in the 20-foot radius will take a lot of damage. I apologize for any complications this makes for our friends, but I figured this was a cool thing to do for the fight. So that is, I believe, the radius. Yep. 4 rounds. 4 rounds.
Okay, yeah, not bad.
So this should handle them.
And they're probably going to get out
And
of
if they
there.
come up to you on the outside, I mean, honestly, they'll probably run out. Yeah, they're probably going to want to get out of there once they start their turn in there.
I doubt they're just going to chill.
But that's Jacinto's
That's
turn.
Jacinto's Ava, it's your turn.
Literally
You
chill.
just saw.
I'm sorry that took so long. I was very excited.
No, I forgot you had that.
I like it.
Ava's gonna come in here all dramatically, like dive into this square, but not actually diving because I don't want her to have to be prone. And as she does, she throws a hand axe at that goblin at the top of the pillar.
Closest to you.
16 to hit KAC. Yeah,
That will actually miss.
Well,
16 to hit KAC will miss.
Will
Okay.
These aren't standard goblins.
How are our rerolls looking?
I think we've got 1 or 2 of them left. I gave us 1 and we haven't used that one yet.
Okay.
And we've got a nat
we
20
have a
still,
nat
too.
20 and a reroll. And a +1 to any roll.
Would a +1 have helped?
Send them.
A
Send 'em our way, friend.
would be a hit.
I'll take the +1 then, because those are really circumstantial.
Yeah, this is from Butt Stubble.
Thanks, Butt Stubble.
Thank you,
Thanks, Butt Stubble.
But stubble, saving our lives.
Although I don't know why I said thank you. That hits home and does a serious amount of damage to that goblin. It looks gravely injured. So that was a move and an attack. Do you have any other minor, swift, free actions to do?
That would be it. She's
wanna
still
yell at the
got
goblins?
one. Nah, she's still got one hand axe in her hand.
I will say, as Ava runs and dives into this room, you catch the sight of the what you presume to be the chief out of the corner of your eye, and when you do that, you feel an anger in the pit of your stomach start building, but you don't consciously know what's causing it. You feel rage, and you feel this heat coming from the dashko on your back.
Noted.
And it's now his turn.
If I may, he needs to take 9d6 damage from as the freezing hurricane strength winds buffet him.
Is there a save?
Reflex for half. So it is.
Right.
I should ask, so I don't need to roll this at the different times. It's cold and bludgeoning. Do they resist either of those?
Well, I will tell you he failed that save, but let me double check because nope, he does
Excellent.
not resist.
Then he takes 26 points of cold and bludgeoning damage.
All right, I do need to make a reflex save for that lizard, though.
Is that must be a creature companion?
I think we should save that lizard and rehabilitate it.
Hmm.
The
No, you're starting to
lizard
look like
rolled a
Hive
natural
Doll.
19 for 26.
Yeah. DC would be 11, 16, 19. Yeah. DC for this is 19 because of the spell level.
Both are damaged. The goblin. Go to the back, lizard. Get back. He rolls off his throne, leaps onto his lizard companion, and
Come on, past
I mean
me.
that would be. Trying to remember. I read up on the creature companion rules 2 weeks ago, and I didn't have time to refresh my memory today.
What do you need to know?
I'm trying to remember what he has to do to give it an action so that it can move.
Doesn't it just get its own set of actions?
Well, no, in this
they're-
system you actually have to sacrifice your actions every turn.
Okay.
It gets
I imagine
it
it's
gets a
like
move action.
drone.
Yeah. Basically, for like NPCs, it's whatever you want as the GM. You don't have to follow the exact rules, and typically you don't.
I just give it its own set of actions and just call it a day unless anybody objects.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
I would object. I think we should do this by the rules.
I mean, that's fine. I invested in the feats associated.
I think it gets a move action, and then if he sacrifices one of his actions, it can get a full round.
Well, I've got the feat right here. Let me pull it up.
Okay, yeah, because it's
One
I would
reaction
go
per
drones.
round. In addition, when you use the creature companion adept feat, you can grant your companion a standard action by taking a move action instead of a standard action.
Yeah.
Alternatively, you can take a move action and a swift action and grant your companion a full action. So it sounds like they're going to have to sit in this ice for a turn because they can't move. It looks like.
Well, you can use, if he moved on to the creature companion as a move action, he could use his standard as a move to give the creature companion a move action.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
it should be noted-
Again, this is the first time I'm attempting to deal with companions.
Yeah. This is also difficult terrain in the area because of the spell.
Okay, so 10, 20, 25. 30. And that's plenty. It gets as he frost covered and battered though he is, he ignores Jacinto, and he is a grizzled old goblin. He has. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a description. He has a mangled voice box that's been replaced by crude bionics. One of his arms has been replaced with, again, crude bionics, cybernetics, and his rib cage has obviously been messed up pretty bad and had extensive work done. And as they moved forward, he started glowing pretty much the same red as the Tick's armor, slightly. And as they pull to a stop in front of Ava, he kind of looks her in the eye because on the back of his mount they're about at parity height-wise, and he kind of pulls. He taps something on his chest, and a little hologram pops up, and he says, "Hi, Auntie," or "Hi, Auntie," and it's a hologram, and it's Ava. Do you want to describe child Ava with her parents? Her human parents?
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Just imagine a miniature Ava with parents.
Oh,
Because you never quite described exactly how young she was when she was kidnapped. So, but yeah, so
10 years
yeah,
old.
they pull up in front of you and they're like, "Hi, Auntie," and then there's that hologram, and it's a locket projecting this hologram. And you
That's
just
concerning.
feel fury building in your core, I would imagine. Probably beyond the norm. All right, goblin on the top of this pillar is going to throw its last thing. All right, let's see if I can hit the square I want it to hit. I definitely do. So this intersection right here, to the, like right next to Ava there, they drop another spherical device. I need you to make a reflex saving throw as this incendiary grenade detonates.
which one of us?
Ava.
Okay.
So you got a 6. So you take 5 fire damage, and you're on fire.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you this lightning symbol to represent the fire, because I don't want to scroll for it. And we are up to this gentle person, this noble goblin, who needs to make a reflex save, or possibly just
Sure
instantly
does.
die. And you said it's a DC 19?
DC 19.
Rolled an 18.
I'm so sorry, Jet. I know PM. We give our players the tools of our own destruction, and I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just forgot about Polar Vortex.
Me too. This is a 3rd level spell, man. This is crazy.
All right.
So that's 33
that
damage to that goblin.
Yeah. This next goblin, roll your damage if you want to find out just how much this one-handed goblin dies by. But it's super dies.
That's a 30.
All right, so it takes negative 29 hit points is what's happening.
That goblin is super
And-
frozen.
We're dead.
And then
Into a block of
it
light
should be.
shattered.
This is a 40-foot column as well.
the worst
So
day
I
to be
dare
a
say
goblin.
this goblin on the pillar
Yeah.
is going
Just
to
not gotten
freeze.
back to him yet. It is Lahan's turn, and you see those 2 goblins just freeze solid and then shatter. And you hear this goblin mounted on a weird insect lizard call Ava Auntie.
Well, it was a weird day. I'm
I'm
gonna,
sorry. Didn't this one here go?
It hasn't. I didn't think it had gone since you cast it. I could. They are. Did
I mean, they're
somehow-
they were next in the initiative.
Oh, yep. You are 100% correct. They roll your damage. There's a chance you roll super poorly.
26. It's not great.
Even if they save, they die.
Oh, okay. Good,
There you
good.
go.
All right.
well, I'm not
Sorry
going
to
to
interrupt.
shoot the one that just called Ava Auntie just yet. I'll combat track this remaining pillar top one over here. Sort of towards the back of the room there, behind Finn. We don't have Song of the Spheres right now. Railgun. So Goblin. Come on, roll 20. I believe in you. Do the thing. Please.
Julie,
There we go.
do
Oh,
the
that's a
thing.
good one.
Oh, yeah.
24 to hit for 9 piercing damage.
That super hurts it. It's still alive, but it super hurts it.
Get it, Finn.
And it's Finn's turn.
So, as part of a move action, I can jump. And I'm allowed to jump up to, like, as far as I can move, and I've got a pretty decent athletics. The question is, could I potentially jump and then supernova and hit the guys on top of the pillar if I do it, like, while I'm falling back down?
Well, here's where I'll give you a little bit more of a description of this room, because you could probably just partially climb the pillar if you want and then detonate. Because these pillars have pieces of rebar welded to them, and there are these are I-beam pillars, and they have pieces of rebar welded to them. The lower reaches are decorated with dozens of impaled and severed hands in various stages of decay. So you
Okay.
could sort of just climb.
How long would it take
You
me to
could make-
climb a pillar?
You make a climb check. The difficulty wouldn't be incredibly awful, and I believe you move at half your speed if you do that. Or that's what I would roll, because again, this is a super easy climb.
Yeah, as part of a move action, you need to climb up or down.
Yeah, climbing is typically at half speed, unless otherwise noted.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Trippy.
So this
It gives you a
goblin's-
hand up.
This goblin's all the way up on the top of that pillar?
Yeah. They're crouched up there in a nest of those rebar spikes.
Alright, I want to climb, like, most of the way up this pillar.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to climb up this one over here. I could hit
When
that
you
guy,
click,
too.
I'm not getting your ring. Do you mean this one here
Yeah.
that's not in the
The one
polar
that doesn't
vortex?
have any gobos or people in it.
Sure.
So I've got 5,
Yep.
10, and just on ground move. And 15, 20 would put me 5 feet in the air. 25, 30 would put me 10 feet in the air. And then I'm gonna, well, I'll hit 8. Would I hit Ava from there? I would.
I don't think you would, because it's a sphere. I think at 10
Yeah.
feet in the air, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll miss
Yeah.
the floor. I'm just gonna hit the guys on the top. Good. I'm gonna supernova from on top of the pillar.
Okay. Let's roll your
Lovely.
damage. I don't think if you roll at least 8, I don't think I even need to make a save, because they will just die.
Alright.
Ah!
Oh no!
Oh, that's actually not rolling
Oh,
right.
wait, that's
that
only-
rolled
that's only
1d6.
1d6.
I get 3 more.
Aha!
I was trying to make it calculate per level, and it apparently didn't like the thing I put in there.
Judy,
Oh,
ow,
okay.
my finger.
Come on. Just let me... come here. There we go. We'll do it this way. Bam! Give me the thing. So, 5 plus 11,
Nice.
16 total.
All right. So they definitely both die.
Finn climbs up the rebarb while his gauntlet starts to glow brighter and brighter. And suddenly all the brightness explodes, covering the top half of the room and just barely grazing people's heads. It's up on the top of the room and not the bottom.
Nice.
Very nice.
And then as a free action, I'm going to drop the pillar and fall back to the ground. Is that something I'm allowed to do? Stop holding it?
Sorry, Judy
think
was
so.
Judy was proclaiming to me that she was bored, and I was trying to tell her that she had things she could play with.
Oh.
What was it that you asked? I apologize.
After I explode, am I allowed to just drop the pillar as a free action and fall back to the ground?
Yeah, you can fall 10 feet, because I don't think damage even kicks in until
No.
you've fallen more than that.
It doesn't. I'd fall with a bigger
Yeah,
clunk.
if-
I'm wearing heavy armor.
I think
If you purposely-
you fall prone, though? Would you not fall prone?
Something
Whatever, it doesn't
acrobatics
matter.
check.
I will an
Yeah, it
acrobatics
doesn't
if you
matter.
want.
Nah, it's fine. You fall and land and do the
I got a 17.
superhero. Yeah, you do a superhero 3-point landing. You're fine.
Love it.
Just think kind of like a big old Iron Man
All
clunk because I'm wearing heavy armor.
All right. Jet, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you might be. You are.
Sorry, I was talking to myself.
Oh,
I apologize. You gotta wait a little bit, Judy. Gotta wait a little bit. We're close. All right, Finn did an explode. Jacinto.
Finn did do an explode. Jacinto is going to look to Ava and say, Ava, did he call you auntie?
She does not respond. She's just eyes locked with this goblin.
Jacinto's going to delay until after Ava to see what happens. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right, and Ava, I feel you can voice your disagreement if you wish, but I feel like you feel this wave of anger burning through you from your very core, and without even thinking about it, that Dashko just appears in your hand.
I feel like if it doesn't take a move action to appear in her hand, then yeah, she's all for that. Wow. Yeah, no, it just happened, and she just lets out a full attack on this goblin in front of her. Utilizing one of the crits, actually. We're just going to go ahead and
get
take
it.
that crit. All right.
That's what those are for.
Ooh, and that's got wound on it, doesn't it?
It does. So let me roll
Ay,
that
ay, ay.
damage one more time for you. 1d10 plus...
Uh-oh.
I thought,
Yeah, one to 10 is
10
bleeding.
My internet went out for a second. I'm sorry, everybody.
Boring. All right.
no.
That is
Internet
a
went
fort
out.
save, though.
That is a fort save. All right. Why? Oh, yeah, that's hidden from me for some reason. There we go. Fort save. Fort save. Roll. 15.
It's not. It doesn't have a save
wanna
on it. 1 to 10 is general.
Oh, you're
it's
right.
Bleeding.
1 to
Save
10,
is
that-
dash.
So it
So
really
it's just
just
bleeding.
starts bleeding.
1d6.
Or
How much damage did you do initially? I didn't catch that. I apologize.
so it's 13 plus 7, so 20 damage for the crit,
Okay.
and it's going to start taking another 4 damage a turn for bleed.
Okay. So.
And if a 16 hits EAC, the second attack hits as well.
EAC, you said that
Yes.
16 will miss,
Okay.
and I'm going to be taking 4 bleed
20.
on it.
20 fire and electric.
Guys,
You guys?
No, bleed.
Should we?
Guys,
We should probably pause.
Yeah.
the stream is down.
My internet
Oh, no.
lagged for a
It's
second,
still down?
and the stream hasn't popped back up.
Oh no.
Oh,
There it is. Now it's live.
Continue.
Can you? We should recap what you guys were doing with the damage, though, because our viewers missed that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ava full attacked after her Dashko just appeared in her hand. She doesn't know why that happened, but it did, and she felt a an uprise, a wave of anger coursing from her very core, and she full attacked. And Leif made use of one of our guaranteed nat 20s to do a significant amount of damage to this goblin and set them on fire. No, did not set them on fire. Made them bleed.
Cause them to bleed, yes.
Caused them to bleed, and then missed with their second strike. And I believe that's all of Ava's turn.
I think we still have rerolls.
yeah, but that's
Ooh, I'm more inclined to use
Hey,
them on the
Leaf.
boss.
Hey, Leaf, you can reroll your second attack. You want? I spot one.
I did roll a.
Was the boss?
I did roll a.
Yeah, this is like this
Yeah,
level's boss.
Yeah,
I'm
reroll
letting
it. I
you
bought
know
you
that.
one.
You had a polar vortex and you did a murder on everything very quickly.
Feel like a boss.
bummer.
That was a bad reroll, I'm afraid.
Ah, I wanted you to murder it
Mm,
because this feels like your guy to
I
kill.
wanted me to murder it too. That's all right.
All right, Jacinto.
It was made to bleed.
And as Ava strikes out at this creature that called it auntie, her sclera start to, like, the blood vessels are bursting and her sclera are starting to turn solid red.
Jacinto would like to make a mysticism check to see if he understands what's like. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's getting bad vibes off of this. If there's any kind of check I could make, I would like to make a check. If not,
I feel like mysticism would be good. That's sort of you getting in touch with the mystical side of the Song of the Spheres.
yeah, he reaches out and
to
tries
sort of-
to hear what's
Yeah,
going on.
you're not reading the person. You're sort of trying to feel out the magic situation.
Mm.
And I think that's high enough
that
that
is-
you get a great sense of danger and anger. Like music, a very angry, dangerous sounding music is pouring off of Ava, but it's not Ava's music. Like Ava's music is still there. It's still it's still angry, and it's almost like these two songs are harmonizing. And you're sort of starting to see. You're hearing. I think that's about the best I can give you right there. I'm drawing a blank on
Yeah.
the other description, and the other description is more visual
No,
than
I've got the
musical.
picture.
And
No, I've got the picture. And so Jacinto is going to call out to Ava and say, Ava, I don't think you should try putting that Doshko down. I think it's affecting your mind.
Ava doesn't appear to have heard you.
Yeah. Man.
Jacinto was afraid of that.
Yeah. Tom was afraid of that. I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh no.
Let's see. What else could Jacinto do then? I guess Jacinto's just gonna
You can throw
take
a rock
a guarded
at him.
step back and try and end this fight so Ava doesn't make any more attacks with that thing. Yeah. So we're gonna telekinetic projectile this guy. Natural toot. That's my turn.
all right, it is their turn, and Warchief Ripnugget is going to, as a move action, manifest a hatchet that looks almost exactly like Ava's out of raw red energy as the glow around them intensifies.
Huh.
And then they are going to strike out at Ava. And Natural 17, 25 to hit Ava.
Oof.
For
Ouch. That's rude.
for a total of 13 slashing damage.
Oh no! Ava's gonna need heals.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And don't forget, he takes 4 damage. Did he take his 4 bleed?
Thank you for reminding me. They now take their 4 bleed. They are still standing, and they do look rough, but they don't look like they're quite in dire straits yet.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have any actions left to give to their good friend, the lizard insect. And this goblin is dead, and it's Lahan's turn.
Shoot it.
And now you'll do a
gonna-
murder, you all. You have 4 actions to their limited ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna combat track
We're gang
Ripnugget
up on
there
him.
and take a shot with my railgun.
Because we might be in trouble if it gets another turn before.
The old standby. Should I re-roll that, guys? I only got an 11.
I think so.
All right,
I think you should.
I'm gonna take Lapis' re-roll. We're gonna try that again.
Ah,
Oh no,
Oh.
that's a 5 on the die. That's actually
alright.
a 10.
One worse.
it
It
happens.
wasn't
One
meant to be. Wasn't meant to be.
If that's the last of your actions, it is Finn's
I'm
turn.
gonna take my move action to move my butt over here. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab it. So my gauntlet, which is already made of darkness, starts getting like little extra darkness tendrils coming off of it because it couldn't get any darker, but it can get bigger. And I'm gonna single attack at Chief Ripnugget,
Ooh. Okay.
who is now
Okay.
flanked.
You're tuning to
Correct.
Graviton.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yep, they're like, I don't know, it's just usually it's
I
Photon.
like exploding. It's fun.
Believe in you. It is fun. It's pretty great.
Oh yeah. Who can deny it?
Ah!
None can deny it.
That,
Oh, gotta reroll.
ouch, that will miss.
Do we have any rerolls left?
We do, but it's from you.
You used mine.
I guess you can have it if you don't allow it.
I don't think you
used
can
mine.
use your own rerolls. I
Oh,
thought that
Trippy
was
just
the
gave
thing.
us one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
hold
that's a
on.
hard and
Trippy
fast
just gave
rule
us
that
one.
we've held
You guys-
to.
Trippy
Oh,
just gave
thanks,
us one.
Trippy.
Let's try this again.
Nice.
Thank you, Trippy.
All right.
23
Oh, that's much better.
23 will,
plus whatever
will
flanking
narrowly
bonus is.
hit. Yeah, that will hit for 10 bludgeoning. They're starting to look pretty rough.
And as I punch him, lay off my friend!
And it's Ava's chance to respond.
Oh no.
Ava's like just one track mind. Just she's not wailing. She's not screaming. It sounds like a horrible, unearthly combination of both as she full attacks the goblin in front of her.
Well, I got a flank
That's
for you
only
now.
a 17 plus 2 for flanking, right? So 19
Oh, yeah.
and an 18 against EAC.
And we've got a reroll from Nick, too.
Yep. I put one in there.
Well, let's see what Jet says.
Wait, what was that? I was trying to do mental math. What was the question?
19 and 18 versus EAC.
19 will hit just. You could get 2 hits if you had a +1.
Do we have a +1?
We've got a reroll.
We both have a +1. So thank you to me.
Oh,
Thank you. So that's doubling the damage there.
murder it!
Oh, we'll use Trippy. We'll use Trippies instead. Thank you,
Max
Trippy.
damage twice.
Yeah, that's
32.
wild.
Wow, 32. They are still standing.
What?
But they look bad.
Okay, hold on. So
Jacinto!
if I hit
Jacinto! Hit him with the telekinetic
Oh, they
thing
need
and
to-
kill it.
Do it. Kill steal.
if I used a +1 on one of my damages, would that have killed it?
Let us go kill
no.
Steel.
That would not have killed it.
Let's see if Jacinto can murder with
Jacinto's odds of
telekinetic.
kill stealing in this situation are very low.
I don't know. Ava just
Um,
did 32 damage.
No, what I mean is my chance of hitting. Ava had to get a
All right.
19 EAC to hit.
That's Ava's turn. As Ava's eyes, her
Yeah.
sclera are fully blood red.
Jacinto is going to move over here. Dangerous proposition.
I don't think they stack
and because he needs to get right up next to Ava to once again boop, and Ava is going to get another Mystic Cure.
Nice.
Jacinto tries to channel some good vibes into it to snap out of it, Ava. The axe is I don't know. I'm getting a bad vibe off of that axe. But you get 10 points of health back, regardless of how you respond. And in fact, Jacinto is going to give you another 5 back from his own pool as well.
Just Leif says that. Ava is not paying attention to you at all. She probably doesn't even feel your little tendril touch her leg.
We have so many
No,
plus
probably
ones
not.
now.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Did you roll
Hold
that
on.
healing? We could use our 3+1s to make it 3 more healing. Make sure it doesn't kill Ava.
Do our plus one stack?
I mean, I
Or we
did
can
roll
save it
that
for
healing.
damage. Yes, our +1s stack up.
Yeah, save it. It's fine. Ava's at 21 health. I mean, what's the guy gonna do? Critter and drop Ava?
Yeah, and do massive damage and make him roll a new
Said it.
character. That's never happened.
It's now their turn.
Oh
And
gosh! Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
where is the thing I need? Do. There it is.
Started bad.
Supernova.
Rude.
Oh, prompt.
That's our trick.
I need a reflex save for everyone within 10 feet. So that's everyone but Lahan.
I dig it. His mount's actually gonna have to make one too.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
I'm
natural
standing over here.
toot.
That is the fail.
That guy's an animal companion.
Bonk that.
I'm pretty
noise.
sure is gonna get caught in it too.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. Yeah, they're.
Sorry about that.
I forgot about that, but also I don't think he cares that much. So it's gonna take half.
18.
So we got an 18, we got a 13. So Ava and Jacinto fail.
Ava should
Lapis.
take plus 1 on her reflex. We've got a bunch of them. Would that help her?
If she uses 2, then she succeeds.
Ava should use 2 plus 1s on her
Shoot,
reflex save.
arm, please.
We've
Would be
got
happy
that.
to use 2.
In that case, think Nicobolus and Ghost.
Thank you both. You're keeping Ava alive during her murder rampage.
Trauma.
All right, so now I'm going to roll my damage,
These
and you're
explosions
gonna
can
poop
be.
a brick probably if I roll decently.
Yeah, good thing.
Nasty.
28 fire damage.
Yeah, that would have put you down. I'm glad that we made you take that. So 14.
Yep.
But Jacinto is down.
Jacinto
do you
is
want
down.
this reroll?
Nah, it's too late. I already accepted. New information has been put forth. I
That's
think.
true. We rolled the damage already. It's not really
Yes.
fair.
So Jacinto collapses to the ground without a word.
It's gonna feel so bad when she
No,
comes
no.
to.
Finn, did you take the half?
I did. Because
Okay,
it would have
cool.
been
I wasn't
14
sure where your
and
stamina was.
then
That's why I was asking.
14 and then down by 3.
And the poor lizard is no more.
Ah.
Even with the success.
I don't feel bad.
So you get
And
for
it is
exploding.
Lahan's turn. And you just saw this wave of crimson fire burst out of the hand axe that war chief was holding in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, Auntie, it's time for you to die. You killed the rest of our family, and you need to go.
But you missed the most important part of that whole thing. Jacinto hit the ground. That's not okay. First aid.
I'm just going to move the lizard out of the way.
Standard action. Okay.
You could just delete the laser targets if you wanted, is what I was saying.
Pull my med kit. I move to this side of Jacinto. And that is my turn.
All right.
Gotta
Finn.
find her backpack.
Finn, you had your trick turned back upon you.
Well, I'm going to continue graviton tuning, and I'm going to full round attack him because he just dropped my little plant buddy, and that's not cool. I don't know healing.
Or it's the coolest.
Aw, thanks everybody.
Ah, hex. Got 4s.
Oh, 2 identical
Two
rolls.
fours.
I hate when roll 20 does
Do we
that.
have any rerolls left? Or are we
Unless
out?
when they're 2 crits.
I put one in there.
I'm going to take
You can have
Nick's
this
reroll, unless anybody objects.
Nigga Bolas also gave us a nat 20. If you want to use it.
I mean,
It's a
I
whole hour
did get
nat
max
20.
damage on the... Yeah,
It's
let's take the nat 20.
stale.
Let's see if I can murder him.
So
So I'll roll my
stale.
damage again.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. You end this war chief. You can describe that, and then possibly deal with the fallout with Ava.
Alright. Well, I see Jacinto hit the ground. I let out a yell, and I punch at him once with my gauntlet and miss. And then on the way back, I come back around and I smash him into the pillar, kind of like skewing him into the rebar and things. His little body's just like stuck on the pillar. Yeah.
Brutal.
That ends the combat of what was supposed to be like this
Yeah.
Crystal Top Keeps like boss fight, but I forgot about Polar Vortex.
I mean,
I mean, it was still
I went down.
I mean,
Ava-
Jacinto's
Ava's
down.
minute
Ava's
fight.
close. Like, that was
I
a
mean,
good
I
fight.
no, I know.
kept Ava alive with
I know
like
this would have been
3
a
healing
way more brutal fight.
Hold
I
on,
think,
hold on,
had
hold
you
on,
not
though.
Polar Vortex. Yes.
Jacinto is next.
Yep.
So Jacinto is unconscious, dying on the floor.
Oh, okay. So I spend a resolve point
And then
and I stabilize.
you do. I'm after you, so I can do...
If you treat deadly
treat
wounds,
deadly
I don't
wounds.
need
I think
to
it
wake
is
up.
20 with the basic med kit?
25 with the basic med kit.
25. I can still make it.
Yeah,
20
it's
with the
rough.
advanced.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Ah.
Don't roll the med kit. No!
We're not in combat.
Yeah.
You could, if he stabilized, we could take time.
Now that I've stabilized, you could just feed me a healing serum or something.
Yeah,
Always awkward when the
yeah.
healer goes down.
Don't we have some healing serums?
I don't have any on my sheet, but I bet we have some on the loot.
Let's see, equipment.
I
let's
think
check.
you guys have them all because you're the
Oh, here we go.
frontliners,
I've got
actually.
a healing serum. I'm gonna go stab him with it when it gets my turn, or if we're still turn on.
Well,
Can I stab him
Well,
with
you
it?
pour it down his throat.
You're gonna have to trickle it down his throat.
Oh, I thought they were like.
think-
I thought they
I
were
think-
like jabs.
I think we're gonna probably take our 15-minute break. Yeah, they're like
No,
EpiPens.
there's
That's how I've
there's
always
a-
pictured them. But
Yeah, I did too, but there is specifically a feat to make it faster than a full round action to trickle it down someone's throat.
Which I still hate. I still hate that it's
Yeah,
they
yeah,
made
I
a
want him to
feat
stab
for
you
it.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
wanna
deal
be
with that after break, then I suppose.
They're not.
I don't know. I always like the hypo spray. Yeah, so you jab them with the healing serum. I know that it's supposed to be something imbibed, Nick, but I like the idea of the hypo spray better. You inject that healing serum,
Yeah.
and we kind of fade to black, and we'll come in with probably from Jacinto's perspective as they open their eyes.
A good way to make that need to take a
so
round would be it
we
could be
will-
something that
He
has to
opens
be
his
IV.
eyes.
You have to find the right spot for it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, yeah, 15 minutes, so that should be about 6 after the hour. And then we'll be back.
Yeah.
All right.
Lapis, take us out. Everyone, please stay around. We will be
We
back.
will see you all soon.
All right, everybody. Hopefully you're still with us. We're going to
Hello.
come back in, and we're going to be coming back in through the lens of Jacinto's eyes as they're laying there he's laying there on the floor, and his eyes open wide. And what does Ava and Finn and Lahan, what does Jacinto see as his eyes open as he's laying there on the floor?
Sees Finn standing over him with a used serum of healing, which we need to roll some healing on.
And Lahan off to the other side with a med kit.
How much does a MK1 do?
1d8. The d8.
Garbage. That's what it does. Garbage.
That's not
I don't know why
garbage.
they didn't do 2d4.
I lied.
Well, 7.
That is 7 hit points back. I don't feel like garbage anymore.
Yeah, you're lucky. It's not 1 hit point.
You're
Yeah,
absolutely right.
I wish that they were D4s. I wish it was like 2d4
It needs to
and
be
multiples of that.
2d4 plus, something. And it shouldn't be that hard to
There needs
figure
to be a
out the
static
plus.
number in there. If you're spending 50 credits on
Yeah.
healing serum, you might as well. Yeah, I
know
completely agree.
I know
But
50 isn't
that
like a
with-
huge number, but,
Yeah.
still.
At a low level, it is.
But
Yeah, I mean, at the level you guys are at, like rolling a 1, that's just awful.
Garbage.
Awful for 50 credits.
Terrible.
what does
So,
Ava look like right
Ava,
now?
yeah, Ava, tell us what you look like, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how do you feel about Finn taking that kill away from you?
I imagine she was probably very, very, very angry. She's standing here, kind of circled around over the body, and well, no one's really paying attention to her, but she's just kind of standing over the body, just staring at it.
Yeah, no, I was focused on Jacinto.
Like,
Jacinto,
I mean,
are you okay?
Jacinto, upon waking up. Yeah. For some reason, I didn't expect that guy to explode. That was my bad. I will be better about that in the future. Jacinto looks around. Ava?
Does Ava respond?
Ava?
Eva? You dead?
I think Ava's...
If you're saying things, we can't hear you.
Oh, no, she just said that she doesn't respond to being called out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
making sure that was still holding true after engaged.
Okay. Jacinto looks at the other two. Is everybody okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, is there any sign of Nualia?
I will actually give you the full description of this room now because we kind of jumped past that a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So this large throne room is decorated with hanging furs along the walls, mostly black and red striped skins, also various dog pelts, and in some cases what looks like... Ooh, why did I do that? I accidentally pushed spacebar, and it moved me. Come back. Where? Oh no, where did my throne room go? I apologize.
It vanished.
There it is. And what appears to be Shotalashu hides. There are 4 I-beams going up to the ceiling, atop which there is that crow's nest of those spikes welded onto it, and spikes going down the whole length. The lower reaches decorated with dozens of impaled and severed hands/appendages from various sentient species. And differing stages of decay. To the northeast, there is a scrap steel platform supporting a throne heaped with dog pelts and Shotalashu hides. Dog skulls adorn the armrests, and a Shotalashu skull leers over the throne's back.
Aw.
Well, lovely throne room. Did we have anything else we needed to do here, or can we take a rest? I'm bushed.
Yeah, Ava's
Well-
not looking too hot either. Ava, are you feeling okay? She's still
She's just-
radio
she's-
silent.
She's standing there.
I feel like maybe
Good
that hologram image hasn't gone out. And it's just sort of floating above the chest of Ripnugget.
Ripnugget is impaled on a spike. So it'd be like standing in front of him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disable that maybe with an engineering check.
I mean, you could just push the button. It's
I push the button.
and the hologram.
Ava stops you before you can get close to it.
Stops.
Like,
Jacinto.
grabs you by the wrist and keeps you from turning it off. And that kind of like breaks her concentration, and she looks you in the eye, and her eyes are still red.
Versus pupils,
Okay.
normal, sclera, blood red.
For my edification, what is the sclera?
The white of your eye.
It's the whites of your eyes.
Okay. All right. Jacinto will, walk over to Ava's side and say, Ava, was he your nephew?
She just kind of looks down at him and says, "No." And just kind of like, wait, hold on. He's impaled on a spike, you said?
Yeah, I bashed him into the pillow really hard, and he got impaled on all the spiky things.
She kind of like grabs him just by like the top of the head, and pulls him off the spikes. Kind of gives him one of these, looks at him, and then like just throws him into the corner after removing the locket from his neck.
Okay. I was wondering what you were going to do with that locket. That was my question.
Hmm.
Yes. No, sorry. I forgot to mention. That's the whole reason she was doing that.
Okay.
Are you gonna be okay?
All right.
You're looking a little ragged there.
She just, without like even acknowledging you, as she's putting on the locket, she says, "I'm fine."
Well, here, let me, I have some magic left. Let me, and he just sort of reaches up without saying anything else, and you get yet another mystic cure. Only 8 that time.
We do have
Why,
a
your
heck
plus
ton of plus
ones?
ones.
Throw a couple plus ones on there. Let's make it an even 10.
Or we have one. One.
Oh,
Some of them up.
It's for me.
make it an even 9.
Cool.
Thank you to who gave me that plus 1.
Me.
Oh, Nick. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You the bomb. And then, so Ava gets 9 hit points back, bringing you to 16, it looks like. And then Jacinto will say, I know you probably need some time to process things, so I won't bug you anymore. I'm sorry. Let's all take a rest, because I nearly died. And I want to get some... catch my breath.
Yeah,
Yeah?
you scared the living daylights out of us.
Well, he scared the living daylights out of me, if it makes you feel better.
Well, not really.
I really didn't
Was
expect him to explode. That was quite unexpected.
Was that your first time almost dying?
Yes? Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've been, mortally wounded.
It doesn't get any easier.
No, I imagine not. Yeah. Jacinto will just sort of lay on the ground here, right where he's standing, on the edge of what's probably still a little like frosty the destruction of the spell gem. And I would like to take a 10-minute rest formally.
Yeah, I'm into that too.
You can, I'll have you know, Tom, each one of those goblins at the top of that pillar were effectively suicide bomber Solarians photon attuning.
Oh, well, I'm glad I got them with my photon before they could get me with theirs.
Yeah, they had one more chance and they were just jumping down. Granted, they were not on the level of Ripnugget.
It was a
that does explain why you said they started glowing red.
it was a graviton attune race. I was thinking that might be what they were up to.
While we're taking a 10-minute rest, Jacinto would also like to expend his use of his healing channel to give himself 15 hit points back, because he is hurt.
Finn got out of that super healthy.
Yeah. So do we get 10?
Your Deathrack side fails now.
Yeah, it does. That's all right. I got one more spell slot left today. So
Well, we haven't.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I was just gonna say that we haven't found this Nualia or any of the others behind instigating the goblins to the attack on Sandpoint.
No, we didn't need to keep looking.
Out of character, what was we ran into goblins who had B infused Tashtari.
Those were the exiled goblins that were living out in the Nettlewood, and they directed you into the keep and mentioned Nualia had taken up residence below the fort of Thistletop, on top of this old island hill that's sort of grown up over and around an ancient derelict spaceship.
Right. Okay. Good. So,
plenty of Force inside.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Man, Jacinto's at 2 out of 6 resolve points. He did not expect this dungeon to run quite as long as it has. But that's okay.
I mean, this could try and barricade yourself in a room somewhere and do a longer rest. That is always a choice you can make.
Doesn't mean it's a good one.
I think we're probably okay. We've already taken out the main guy.
Their chieftain, yeah.
We shouldn't get too much more resistance.
Let's at least make sure this place is cleared for the exiled goblins.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah, and maybe if we get too tired, we could always camp out with them.
We could even take the chieftain's head or weapon or something distinctive off of his body to take with us and use it to threaten any other goblins we might come across. Into standing down.
True.
Goblins are pretty scarable.
Perhaps we could convince them to join their exiled brethren.
Does chieftain have anything distinctive on him?
Well, I did share those loot sheets with you. They had that that hollow locket.
Well, that's Ava, so I'm not taking that from Ava.
Yeah, well, that was probably the most distinctive thing. But beyond that, there was a least graviton crystal that fell out of their Solarian hatchet. They were wearing basic Formian hide. They had a basic Knight's shield that I did not have chance to align or use. They have some manacles on their person. They had a Mark 1 adaptive serum and 2 Mark 2 healing serums. Judy.
You know what?
That's good.
Then the red-ringed goblin had a chill frost shaft Dashko that never got used because it died as soon as its turn activated, a decoupler grenade 1, 2 riot grenades, 2 sticky bomb grenades, an unstable junk laser, and a D-suit Mark 1. And the 3 goblins at the top of those beams had their unstable junk lasers. They have 2 remaining flash grenades. They were both wearing a Rita shell, and they both had adaptive Mark 1 adaptive serums, which they never got a chance to really benefit from. And that's just the goblins from the throne room.
Oh, I was mainly talking about, like, something distinctive, like a weapon or something. But, does anybody object to me, taking that little bugger's head with us? Just in case we do need to threaten some more goblins? Looks around the
Grizzly,
room for
but probably
reactions.
effective.
Jacinto, can't pale. He's a plant. But, he pulls a face.
You could pale the
but,
chlorophyll could, leave your face or something like that.
Yeah. I guess if we have to, do what we have to do.
I mean, it's going to be the most effective way of proving that we killed him. And then we could probably get away without having to fight as much.
The other thing, maybe you could take his shield, because it's been fairly I would say that's fairly distinctive. He probably has emblazoned it with some sort of crude crest that is uniquely his own. It's not like pristine and out the factory.
Finn's gonna chop his head off with his axe.
Finn just really wants to chop a head off.
Her eyes.
With what axe? He had an energy axe. Do you have an axe?
I don't have a... Is there any bladed weapons on the floor of this room?
Well, there's a frost dashko.
There we go. I'll use that.
Because
Yeah, but they have spikes.
yeah,
They're not axes. They're spiky.
yeah.
I could probably sever a head with a spike.
Freeze the neck and shatter it, leaving the rest of the head.
Yeah.
It'll be less goopy too.
Yeah.
It's getting a little gruesome for my personal taste, but all right.
No, I'm gonna take the head with me.
There you go.
Because
you
I
have
think
a head.
that'll give me the best intimidate bonus. Like, the shield would be effective, but the head is just much more effective. It's got that just right tone.
It's okay because Ava's taking the shield.
Yeah.
So, we're to come upon any more goblins. Ava, the living genocide, has Ripnugget's shield. And then there's
Has his
this
head.
weird dead guy with his head.
I'm gonna tie it around my belt.
With red motes of light in place of eyes.
Yep. Exactly. I was thinking kind of like a Witcher trophy, where he ties the heads to his mount, except I'm going to tie it to my belt. That's a little head. It's a perfect
Sure.
belt accessory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Hans with Jacinto. I suppose if we have to.
You have two much more brutal party members than you are.
Yeah.
So you guys-
No, for sure. It's a weird party dynamic.
Yeah, you guys definitely took a 10-minute rest, so your stamina's
thank
full.
goodness.
You spend your RPs if that's what you're doing. And where do you guys want to go? I'm assuming you loot the bodies, and
Yep.
I gave you those sheets so you can refer to those later.
Yep, but I'm taking that Slayering Crystal.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to look at?
Well, let's start by going
The
in
Slayering
and checking
Crystal?
the rooms right around here. It'll take me a day to install it, so it's just on my inventory for now.
You're right, Ghost. It does sound like the Grim Trophy armor upgrade.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Jacinto will listen at this door.
You do not hear anything.
Do we want to try this one first?
Someone will
Yeah.
move. Or she through the door. And give Jacinto a nod.
Jacinto
I'll come stand over here.
pushes the door open.
Scary, though.
Oh. It's a hallway. Jacinto looks around, making the necessary perception check if he needs to, and then steps forward.
Nothing surprising happens. It's a hallway
All right.
made out of like rusted sheets of metal that are some of which are from like scavenged starships or just the scrapyard at Sandpoint.
Yeah. Then I push open
you-
the next door.
Well, look.
All right. So now we know a quicker way out. That's always good.
Is Ava following us as we explore?
Let's check the other doors in this room. Do we have any other doors? We have one to the north.
There it is.
Ava's brain seems to be on the phone right now.
Oh.
So
Yes.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
yeah.
that.
True.
Ava's dealing with some
Nothing
stuff.
important.
It's fine.
Let's check this door.
You want a tour?
Is
no worries.
Ava is of course following.
C23. I will describe this room because it has an associated number. Several rugs made from dog or large livestock hide lay strewn over the floor of this room. Against the north wall of riding beast shoes, each nailed to the wall. To the east sits a ragged, padded captain's helm chair next to a rickety desk that may have once been bolted to the floor of a captain's private room. In the northwest corner sits a canopied bed covered with red velour sheets and sporting an elaborate headboard that features nymphs and satyrs cavorting in a forest. The bed's sheets are stained with dirt while the headboard is bashed and battered.
Probably too gross.
Cavorting, you say?
Yes. Would you like to?
They were just
search
roommates.
this-
Toss the plate.
Yeah, let's toss the place.
Okay. Give me. Okay. There's one perception.
Ugh.
There's
Somebody rolled better
two
than that.
perceptions.
Now we got
Let me
12.
try.
It's not better than your 17.
Does anybody? Do you want to count that as an assistance?
Permanent eye damage.
Yeah. Oh,
Then there's.
camera with the crit.
And
Hey.
got it.
All right. So what's going to happen is Jacinto, you find a silver holy symbol of Lamashtu with tiny garnets for eyes, hidden underneath a very dirty pillow on that bed. I will just tell you, it's worth 400 credits. You can do with it what you
Dang.
will.
Nice.
Finn, you check on that helm chair, and sort of wedged in the cushions, like really deep in there, you find a round key, kind of like a gun safe key, you know, where it's like round with a little tab on it.
Yeah.
Wedged in under the cushion, real deep. You don't know what it goes to because you didn't find anything that a key would go to in this room.
Guys, I found a weird key.
Neat. I found a creepy statue.
Save it. It might be worth something.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see if we can't figure out what this key
Okay.
goes to.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go to somewhere.
There's a door over on this side of the room, isn't there? Over by the throne?
All right. Assuming nothing else.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
is there a door over here?
Is that a door?
There is.
Yeah.
All right. Contains a small armory of crudely made weapons, mostly dog slicers and unstable junk lasers, and several tinted tack. This room contains 23 dog slicers, 11 unstable junk lasers, 4 batteries, 11 suits of second skin armor sized for goblins, 6 tactical shields, 2 tack lashes, and a single inferno knife hanging on a wall.
Well,
Goodness.
that knife looks
I
valuable.
believe I have
Well
a
then.
handout for this room that I will share with you.
Do we have enough room to carry
There you go.
all of this? I don't
Thank you.
think we can. Those dog slicers are worth barely nothing. We should leave those. And we don't need those junk
You
lasers
might not be
either.
able to carry everything, but you could also just probably find a room that you like and just throw them in a pile.
Yeah, come back for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we could say we come back for them if we really need to, but
I was gonna say take the second skin's batteries, tack glasses, and inferno
Well,
knife.
That's a
Yeah, we
number of
forgot
second
exactly.
skins. Yeah. That's a lot. but-
Yeah, we'll come back.
I think second skin is light, so I think that's like 1.1 bulk.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I guess you could just like roll them up
Yeah.
into like chamois tubes and stick them in a
Same.
backpack.
same with the junk lasers. The tactical shields are 1 bulk each.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Leave those.
Mm. Yeah.
Right.
But-
Where would you like to look next?
Let's go find some more doors.
There was another door in the hallway back where we came in.
Very
Yeah, right over here.
And this is. Okay, so I opened the door for you, but it's actually a locked door.
Oh,
Oh, would it happen to take a certain circular key?
okay. Try my key on it.
And you would have actually found a different key on Ripnugget keys.
Oh, okay.
One is round and one is a much more standard key.
Okay.
This
Well,
is the
we
engineer set, please.
used the right key.
I'm sorry. Inside, you open this, and just a wave of foul-smelling gases sort of roil out, and it smells of a fetid, rotting butcher shop. It's an affront to all senses, and there are haunches of poorly smoked meat hanging from hooks along the ceiling or lying heaped in and atop crates. In some cases, the meat seems to be dog or a variety of other domesticated livestock, but in many cases, the meat has all too recognizable features like feet, hands, or grimacing faces.
Oh. Jacinto, as quickly as he can, presses the environmental protections on his armor, which begin to, flood his suit with proper oxygen.
Filtering out the stench.
Yes.
Why would
yes.
they have locked a room that's just full of rotting meat? I want to perception in here. See if they're hiding anything with the meat.
Okay.
20.
Maybe they had a problem with people breaking in
no,
and taking more food than they needed.
You suspect that this is a food locker.
Okay.
They just have, for
Very
all
bad.
of their technical ingenuity, they did not bother actually freezing their meat. They just hung it up and as though their digestive systems had gotten used to less than pristine meat over the centuries that they were on this moon.
That's fair. Let's keep looking.
Mm.
Doesn't seem to be much here. Oh, back into C15. Go
That's
find some more
gross.
doors.
Wasn't there a stairway? There's a
Yeah.
stairway over here.
C15. There's an open flight of wooden stairs winding up. If you would actually go up the stairs, which start over here, they go up about 30 feet. It winds around, and there's a trap door. This is quite likely one of the guard towers that you spied from the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Give it a quick check.
Anything up there? Yeah.
If you go up there, there is nothing up there. You guess, because I believe I described you seeing some goblins peeking over the edge when you were on made your assault. You suspect that maybe they came down to back up the other goblins.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to find a way to go down, not
There
up.
was one more in the hallway here. This one? Two more in the hallway.
We have a couple more doors over
And-
here that I don't think we've opened.
You got so
True.
many doors. This one that you're looking in here, Jacinto, there are 6 poorly constructed bunk beds, little more than hammocks slung from rusty frames, and they stand along the walls of this room. There's not a whole lot in there. You presume that this might be where the majority of goblins that attacked you came from.
Okay. And then Ava seems to be in front of this door.
That is a staircase leading down.
Nice.
Ah.
Before we go down, do we want to check the other doors in C11 here?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Let's.
course.
Let's finish this floor off.
Let's,
All right. Which one are you opening first?
I will make a perception check at this door if I need to.
Sure, make a perception check.
That is, once again, only a 20.
Only a 20. Oh, you rolled an 8 to get that. That's nice. You do hear the sounds of something moving around on the other side. The occasional little like "Whirr," or like little yips. It sounds like there's there's an animal on the other side over there.
Ah. I think there's an animal on the other side of this door.
Oh.
Be careful when you open it.
Finn will open the door.
Are you opening it
Ava
then?
is actually there. Let Ava open
Ava
the
will
door.
step up and open it, yes.
Okay. And we need to go into initiative.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
I was going to say sneakily, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit close.
Natural
Okay, it doesn't look like it
toot.
matters.
Toot, toot.
All right.
20.
See, I was
Let me
expecting like a dog
pull
that they were going to
up
eat
thing.
later, you know?
I was thinking maybe it was like your cute little squawks. Got my hopes all up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. I need to see the
Toot-toots.
initiative modifier for my beasties.
Toot toots everywhere.
Toot toot.
What was that, Judy?
I think we need battle music, Tom. What do you think?
You know what? You're right.
I think we
I
need
got
tavern
distracted. My
music.
apologies.
We're going to take these
I
animals out for
I
a
don't
drink.
think this is a tavern. That's concerning.
Let's go
I'm
to this
concerned.
battle music. Doing a concern?
Concerned, Nick. What do you have to be concerned about?
Lapis, as usual.
What?
Just, I'm concerned about Lapis in general. Like,
Well, Ava, you're up first. You surprised this Tashtari, this standard Tashtari.
You could always shut the door.
I mean, yeah, that is an option.
yeah, they are Tashtari. I don't think they could open it.
What do, Ava?
What I will describe this area real quick, just so you have that. It's a large courtyard. It's open to the sky. There are tenacious clumps of partially trampled grass growing fitfully here and there in this hard-packed earth. And there are places stained with blood and scratched with furrows. To the north, what appears to be 2 dead goblins lie slumped at the entrance to this outbuilding up here, which I think Ava can see.
Two
We
dead
lost a
goblins?
Lapis.
Oh, yeah, I just saw my
Yes.
camera go off. Let me fix it.
Oh, vanished.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't an internet connectivity issue.
It happened when I noticed you were adjusting your mic.
Yeah,
Or your sorry, not your mic, your camera.
I touched it and it went out. I'll
So,
fix.
so Ava, what would you like to do? Do you want to just shut the door, or is Ava in a fighting mood?
Ava opens the door, sees animals that wish to attack her, and yeah, she's gonna go ahead and full attack with the axe in her hand. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Still feeling a little bit
5
ragey,
and
huh?
That will miss.
Wrathful, perhaps?
And
Yeah,
and,
you're feeling a little bit wrathful.
and after missing twice with that axe, she's gonna actually, as a free action, throw it on the ground.
Oh.
Not going to ask them a question?
No.
I mean, she tried to ask them a question. They didn't respond.
From there, that's Ava's turn. It is this Tashtari's turn, and it's going to snap its head over in the direction of the intruders. It heard the door open, the startled yelp probably of the Tashtari leaning against that door, and the sound of you just throwing that axe on the ground, and it will light up from within, and you'll be able to see its skull lit from within, and it's going to belch a laser at Ava. Twice, I think, is what's going to happen. Because it can shoot real far.
Rude.
15 versus EAC and 21 versus EAC.
Okay, hold on though. A full attack and it got 21.
Yeah. They rolled a 16 on the die.
And that's also accounting for, I'm assuming I have soft cover from
Soft
that guy
cover
in front of
is
me.
Bonus to your AC.
Soft cover gives you a bonus, so you would have, I
Plus 4 to
believe,
your
it's a
AC.
+4. Yeah.
So that's going to miss the first time. Second, the 21's going to hit though.
Okay, so 5 fire damage.
Oh,
As
snap.
that laser that's belched in your direction just burns into your tum-tum.
So dramatic until tum-tum.
Yeah.
And it's Lahan's turn.
Well, it's got some soft cover on me, but I'm going to combat track the one that's directly in front of Ava. Attempt to thread a shot through there. Oh, that's a 14.
That will miss. With soft cover.
Yeah, that's not surprising. That is my turn. Gotta get
This one over here, once again, Ava has soft cover, but she's getting lasers just belched at her. So many lasers belched. An 11, I'm assuming, misses, but it does a 20. Does a 20 hit your EAC, Leif? Oh no, Leif is gone.
20 will meet.
All right, take 2 fire damage to your torso.
Not gone, just invisible.
Invisaleaf. This Tashtari up here directly in front. Once again, I think its companion's going to give you soft cover. That makes a certain amount of sense, right? Lasers galore.
Come here.
22 and a 19 will miss, so 4 more fire damage as you're just getting pelted with lasers. Pew 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 pew.
I am tracking this on your token, Leif.
Thanks. I was adding it up in my head. I know I've taken 11 damage.
Perfect. Yep.
Finn's turn.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna graviton attune.
Finn, shut the door. You hear
Yeah.
from behind you.
Slam it!
I actually don't have line of sight on any of them, do I?
You could probably punch at this one, but they're gonna have, I think, some cover there.
Okay. I'll do a single punch at that guy. See if I can't get him.
That's generous.
Jet letting you attack around a hard corner? Man, Jet's a nice GM.
He is. I
He is.
said
Nice
I
to meet.
can't hit anything from that. Is what I was gonna say, but I'll take it. I got stretchy arms apparently. I'm like Luffy.
Oh. well, that makes sense that you got an 8 on that attack, I guess.
And I'm gonna
Standing on one
I'm gonna-
foot and hooked your foot around the door frame and just leans out and then it goes back.
and I'm gonna take a reaction.
Trying
Ava,
really
move
hard.
out into the courtyard.
And there's Tashtari in her way.
And another my shot.
All right, the Tashtari directly in front of her is just gonna bite the crap out of you, Ava, or try to.
That tracks.
Roll all. 17 versus KAC. I think hits.
17 KAC. Do I without cover? Yes, that'll meet.
Are you
Okay.
holding?
No, yeah,
are you
that'll
holding
hit,
your new tactical shield that you got?
Oh,
Your knight
oh.
shield.
Yeah,
Oh.
do you have your night shield equipped?
The night
Oh, no,
shield gives
no,
me an
you know
air
what?
+1, doesn't it? Or do I have to align that
No,
one
but
too?
you were holding your axe before.
Yeah, but the axe is one-handed.
Well, the axe is one-handed.
No, it was the.
That's why I was using the hand axe.
Oh, I thought it was the Doshko. I'm sorry.
Nope, hand
Okay.
axe.
So I missed twice, just narrowly, as it tries to bite you over the top of that shield.
Ava like deflects it with the shield.
And it's now
On that
Jacinto's turn.
17.
Jacinto seems mildly frustrated that we didn't just shut the door, and is going to like absent-mindedly just like flick a piece of debris at this Tashtari,
You want
a
that
piece of
XP?
scenery, as one of my fellow players in a different game calls it, which I find hilarious. Come on now. I clicked the button. That's a 17 versus its KAC.
Super hits.
Nice. For 5 points of damage.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. It was a 14 on the die, though.
All right, Ava.
Goodness.
You just got
Ava.
lit up.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Once in your tum-tum, even.
Hmm.
Protect this tum-tum.
Hmm.
Get her an animal carrier and put it on the tum-tum like a kangaroo pouch.
Ava.
Just gotta keep calling.
Ava. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having a real hard time because as a player, I'd like to do the smart thing, but Ava's not doing the smart thing. Sorry, guys. She throws her
By the way,
her
that's-
shield on the ground as well, draws the plasma Doshko and attacks the thing in front of her with it.
Ava,
17 to
you,
hit EAC
Ava,
for fatigue.
you throw that shield down and you don't even have to draw it. It flashes into your hands.
Oh dear. Okay, well I'm just going to attack again then, so since I can full attack. So that's not a 17, that's a 13 and a 20. Oh,
And that's versus
16.
EAC?
EAC.
Yeah, both of those hit, and the first strike just murders it.
Nice.
Okay.
That means you can move out of the courtyard.
But
I
I
did a
full
full
attack,
brother.
so it's just
Yeah.
overkill. You can move past me though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
And
Actually, Super
it's
did not
now...
want to kill that. I kind of wanted it to stay alive for the cover, but okay.
Well,
The
yeah,
cover was
now...
pretty good.
Yeah.
Now you get another laser barrage.
I only have one more heal today. Oh, but take back
Player
5
knows
stamina points is
that.
my reaction.
Okay,
I know.
thanks.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
17 and 22 versus EAC without that soft cover.
The first one hits, second one misses, or vice versa.
Okay, the 22 hits, I
EAC?
assume.
EAC?
Yeah, EAC.
Oh no, both.
These are lasers, so take 6 fire
Okay.
damage. 6 fire damage total
Okay.
between 2 attacks combined. And it is Lahan's turn to respond to this situation.
Well, I'm going to combat track the next one I can see. This is also sort of straight through the door. Still going to have soft cover, which sucks. But I'm going to attempt to shoot with my railgun. Crit! 19 piercing damage.
Oh, which one did you just target? The straight back one?
Straight back, yeah.
All right. All right, I'm going to... That one's dead. It's dead. You murder it.
Oh, thank you. How convenient. That's it. That's all I
All
got.
right. The one that's dead, I need to pull off the tracker. The one that's still alive still gets to go, and it's going to move here, so it gets a better line of on things, and belch a laser at Ava. Wow, rolled a 19 on the dice, so that's super hits for 4 fire damage.
Hit 4.
And it's Finn's turn.
Man, what I wouldn't give for a thermal capacitor right now.
Right?
Doesn't Lahan have something similar to a thermal capacitor?
Alright.
Oh, I was going to, but I misread it. It's not what I thought it was. It wasn't as useful.
Oh.
I sort of let it go
Okay.
into the ether and never mentioned it again. Yeah.
I'm
Didn't wanna look
actually
silly.
gonna release my graviton attunement and switch over to photon attunement.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a move action to get my butt over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my Solar Rush, and I'm going to substitute the Bull Rush at the end for an
Okay.
attack. I'm going to charge this guy and punch him. As a standard.
Okay.
Let me hit the punch button.
Mm-hmm.
Punch button.
Just a warning to you guys, we're leaning into a wrap up. We've got about 10 minutes until we're supposed to cut off. So if you guys have any rerolls, 20s, plus ones, go wild.
Well, I
7
missed.
will miss.
Do we? Just for my edification, what do we got there?
We've got a reroll.
Oh, you
we got
want to
2
know?
rerolls,
We have.
actually.
Go back to all requests.
Pretty
Okay,
recently.
we got 2 rerolls, 3 rerolls, 4 rerolls.
Wow. Let's
All right.
smoke them if you got them.
Indeed.
Use them. 2 of them are for, like us.
Why don't we start burning those then?
Do you want me to reroll
All right,
my
we're
last
gonna take
attack,
this
or do you guys
one.
want to all start on that?
Ah,
My damage wasn't that
reroll
that's
good.
a minimum damage.
Although it was a
yeah.
natural toot. Don't
Yeah.
think of the damage, though. Think of the hit.
Yeah. Go ahead and re-roll the hit. May as well. We got 4, right?
We got 4.
I think
It's better.
This
It's
one-
better.
This is what we get for humming and hawing.
I'm gonna mark off the one that I gave us as a
Thanks, Nick.
useless one. We're gonna save Trippies for the next one in hopes that it will.
now,
We can announce it before it will bring us luck because it's from Trippy.
it's now Jacinto's turn.
That was fantastic.
Jacinto, you know what? No, Jacinto was going to go in there. He doesn't even want to go into that room. He thinks this is so silly. So he is going to stand out here, and he is going to try and look through the door and see if he can hit this Tashtari. Also, I would like to use my turn, Trippy, to say I always think Owen Wilson when I think, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Same here.
He's like a cat that can say wow.
That's a 6.
Please-
I am not
please
worth
do yours.
spending rerolls on.
Wow.
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 Ava, on the other hand, is worth spending rerolls on.
Yeah, go Ava.
So sweet. Ava charges in here and attacks.
Dun,
Not
dun, dun.
actually charging for legal purposes.
I am legally obligated to tell you that was not a charge.
Do you attack the one
I
immediately
don't think I need to reroll.
immediately above
The
you?
one immediately in front of me.
Okay. So
And I can't see what the damage is. Is it worth re-rolling the damage?
you got
again?
you got
Eleven.
a
Eleven.
5 on a D10, I think.
Ah, that doesn't help.
Reroll it then.
You can.
You want
if
the Trippy reroll? It's a lucky reroll. I swear.
It's a lucky re-roll? Okay. 1d10.
Oh, you know what? I marked the wrong one. That was Lapis's reroll. That wasn't the lucky reroll.
You lied to me!
it's this one's turn, and it's gonna start trying to chomp down
We're on fire.
so hard. What's up?
Oh, just we're on fire. We're doing so
No,
good.
nothing.
You're on fire.
Finn, your KAC is I got a 19 and a 5 versus your KAC.
Oh yeah, I think that gets me. Yeah, you got me.
Oh, all right. So that 19 will do 4 damage to you, piercing.
Okay.
And it's Lahan's turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. I don't think I quite have. That's line of sight, baby.
That is line of sight, baby.
That's line of sight. I designate target and shoot that heckin' laser wolf. Is a 15 gonna hit, or should I take this lucky reroll?
15 hits.
Nice. 6
What's your
damage. 6 piercing damage to said laser wolf.
Pew pew.
It's still standing, but it looks pretty hurt.
You know, there's actually a
And it's
cartoon
now.
called Laser Wolf.
Rude.
It's a legit thing.
Isn't there a musician? Oh, that's Guitar Wolf. I'm thinking of. That very wounded Tashtari is going to attempt to bite the crap out of Ava, because why wouldn't it? And will miss horribly. It's just going to gnaw on that shield and slobber all over it. And it's Finn's
She does
turn.
not have the
threw the
shield with
shield
her.
down.
She has
Oh,
the
yeah.
Doshko.
Doshko again.
It's gonna gnaw on the Doshko, probably the haft in the middle where your hands aren't, as you sort of fend it off.
Alright, I'm gonna full round attack. I'm gonna punch the one in front of Ava first, and the one in front of me second. I'm gonna see if I can steal a kill again.
A combat rivalry.
Yeah, I wanna kill more things than Ava. Such is life. 14 for the first one, 3 for the second one.
Do kill Ava's Tashtari.
Yeah!
And that 3 will miss the one in front of you, unless you want to reroll.
No. I'll leave it.
Take 5 stamina back.
Nice.
Jacinto's turn.
First, I'm giving my heart to people, so I know that they have been encouraged. Jacinto will eke closer to this door and fling something telekinetically. I am going to re-roll that nat 1, though, because nat 1s cannot stand. I'm taking the lucky Trippy re-roll if we haven't used it already.
Get it.
You got it. This one's from Trippy.
All right, Trippy, don't fail me.
Hey!
Hey, that's a 20 to hit
Lucky reroll.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wounded fairly badly, and it's now Ava's turn. Ava, the Tashtari that you were battling with, was killed by Finn right next to you.
Finn punched it to
Ava's
death.
gonna full attack. Ava's gonna full attack.
Good try to steal
20
Finn's. Oh,
for 8 damage.
Ava does a murder.
So that kills it with the first
Oh.
attack?
Well, no, it takes both of those attacks.
Oh, it takes both of them. Okay.
To do the murder.
Okay.
You can describe how you do
All
the
right.
murder, but it
Yeah,
takes
oh,
both of those hits to
absolutely.
do it.
I actually have a little thing I'd like to do. Ava's like eyes, you see Finn, she kind of like gives you the side eye, like death glare, and they're still red. They're like they've gone red again. So she reaches over and she just hits it once, hits it twice again, and then brings back for a third and like swings the Doshko at you, kind of like, but it goes over your head.
I will say, Leif, the red never went away, not even with the rest.
Okay, noted.
I like it.
Oh boy.
And that's that combat, and it's about time that we pause here, but you end that last Tashtari, and as it squeals in pain and slumps in chunks to the floor, you hear a massive thud as this door right here is rammed into, and you hear the bellow of a fairly large beast. And that's where we're going to stop.
Should have slammed the door.
Should have shut that door.
And I will say
I
that-
respect your in-character decision.
I will say
It was a good
that
decision
door,
for you as Ava.
I will say that door has the 2 dead goblins who have been mangled lying in front of it, and that door is actually welded shut.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Well, now I feel less
That'll be
suspense
no
going into next week.
Unless Ava unwelds it in her manic
I don't
state.
know. I think I'm
You-
better at unwelding things.
Yeah, your engineer's probably better at unwelding things. So that's where we're going to end tonight. Does anybody what's going on this Sunday, Nick?
We will let you know if we're on, which we might not be because I've had a week and I am behind on actual job hunting work, which is very important because I hate being broke. But if I do manage to get everything together for Sunday, these guys are going to make it to Terrapin Station and figure out what these reptoids are up to. Learn a little bit more about their own background. Should be an exciting episode, whether we get to it this week or next week. We'll see.
And then next Thursday, where I'm trying so hard for us to come back. Hopefully everyone's feeling better. Hopefully no one has to call out. If someone does, maybe Space Dwarfs. Maybe
I like Space Dwarfs.
Maybe Heave-Ho. I don't know.
Hepo is great building.
Yeah. Ideally, though, Star-Lords. Finding out what this beast is and maybe delving deep into Thistletop a little bit.
Maybe taking an 8-hour rest, because I really, really wasn't expecting there to be more of this.
Problem with being a caster.
It's what I hate about
Yep.
playing a caster.
It's
yeah,
the
maybe.
worst, man.
That's up to you.
I mean, there's a door that's welded shut. We could always break it open. That's probably a safe room to rest in.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Anyone
what-
watching?
I'm
Safe
sure
or
it's not welded shut. I'm sure it's not
yeah,
welded
anyone-
shut for a reason.
Anyone watching or listening, feel free to contact us, hit us up, chat with us, join the Discord. We're pretty friendly, I think. You can talk to us, and we would find it delightful, Nick and I, if you send us some more icebreaker questions. We got a couple, but we could always use more.
Yeah, what do you want to know about these characters or the TFC characters? Both.
Yeah. If you have a preference as to which show it ends up on, just put that in the email or the direct message if you're in the Discord server, whatever. Yeah, if you have a preference for which show, that's fine. We're not going to be upset by that. We have a new question then.
Heck, if you have probing questions about any of the characters on our shows, send them to us and we will force the players to answer them live on the air.
Don't ask
Well-
about our characters' sex lives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that's-
let's steer clear of that.
Yeah.
But,
We
like,
joke that this is the horny show, but it's a joke.
I mean,
We're still
it's-
relatively the PG-13
It's PG-13 horny. It's PG-13 horny.
Yeah,
If-
yeah, it's like,
That might
you
be
know,
a little much
Disney
even.
Channel horny. Like, ooh, I want to kiss that boy.
There we go. I like that. That works.
Yeah.
If you must know, message me directly.
I guess leave it open to answering questions directly. Please don't ask me about my character sex lives. I don't.
Don't ask me about my character sex.
Jacinto
I don't
is
need
such
to
a
be writing
sweet boy.
fanfic for you guys.
Well,
That's
we've
your
established
job.
that we have
We're too deep down
established.
this rabbit hole.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
we did establish that Jacinto hasn't even found first love yet. So whether or not that,
true.
and he seems very innocent.
Now, see, we're talking
Yeah.
about it.
All
Now
right.
the problem is we're talking about it.
Yeah,
we made a
transitioned back
mistake.
to love though. Like,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Listen,
Up and
Yeah, I
let
know.
Ava,
I
let
know,
Ava play
but-
matchmaker.
I
She'll
know,
find
but
you a
that
nice
combined,
highest to settle down with.
yeah, but that combined with the relative innocence leads me to believe. But let's
now
not.
there's Fiddler in my head. Why?
And on that note,
And on that note, let's say goodbye to our viewers / listeners. Everybody, please take care of yourselves. Hopefully, you come back and watch us Sunday and Thursday, or one of the other, any combination thereof. Please send us questions and laugh us. Please take us out.
Sounds good. See y'all next week.